I keep looking at the bottom of Finnegan's coat, like near his boots, and I'm just like, that looks so fucking good. Why can I not?
Clothing is tricky. It's kind of like a fluid, and it's annoying to get it right.
It's true, though. But I'm just like, I'm aggressively ogling this. Yes, who is it? It's Bromed.
Well, I was going to say, it's just chat, since we're live and everything.
Shit, you're right. Hello, chat.
Chat? Who is this chat? Introduce them to me.
I would, but you already know most of them because 90% of it is just bubble up a ding dong.
Fair enough.
Chat, this is Citric. Citric, this is Chat.
Chat, you're regularly pretty horny. Citric is also horny on main, so you'll get along.
See, that is a dangerous combination there.
Will?
No, not really. It's actually a financially sound one, if VTubers have taught me anything.
True.
Fair enough.
And despite the fact that you've put this proposition in front of all of us, I'm still not as concerned as I could be.
Elaborate.
I have seen the other groups that come onto the stream, and we are collectively very tame in comparison, says the man who forced me to look at Muppet tits.
I did not force anyone to look at anything. There was inquiry. I finished it. Let me put it this way. I didn't send you what I sent Citric about half an hour ago, and he knows.
I fully believe that. That is, there is no disbelief here.
Did I send him the sword thing?
No,
I send him the
No. No. I'm good, thank you.
Definitely not that.
Okay.
At most, I think that Saris's threshold would be like a petty furry like art aimed at the government. The sword thing.
Yeah,
no.
gachotto. Yeah, gachotto. Yaba. No.
Yeah, you are, Wes. Shut up, stinko.
No, but even then, even with what I have seen, I know that there are more dangerous combinations that have been on this stream.
What can I say? I know the people that I will vibe with, and I invite them to come play D&D with me.
You sure do.
That being said, how about we start going around the horn and start introducing, since we got a little bit of a late start. Also, Earl King, thank you for this gift sub to Citric.
Wait, thank you. That is very kind of you.
I like the fact that there was the Kermit dancing on the O and the F, specifically of professional.
Oh no, Muppet OnlyFans.
Well, no. You want to know what would be even funnier? Is what sound would actually play if I didn't mute alerts for the sake of playing all the messing up with all the audio. It is from the Kaguya-sama American dub, where it's just literally the main character going, "Yay, I did that thing." One of the most out of character reads in the entire anime.
Excellent.
Yes, Wes. That's very kind of you. And that is unacceptable. So get sub, bitch.
Get sub, nerd.
It should also say something about my chat that only 2 subs has already started a hype train.
A kindness war?
Speaking of anime, fucking Zako, you read the God, there was a manga that you were really about not long ago. The was it I'm in Love with the Villainous? Because I bumped into that manga not long ago and I went, "Oh, Zako!"
Oh, yeah. I haven't delved too much into it. I only watched the first few episodes of the anime because Kev got me into it, but I know which one you're talking about.
Wait,
yeah.
That's the Sentai one?
No, it's I can probably succinctly explain this. It's the one where the girl gets isekai'd, but instead of being like the main character, she is the first stage villain of a Bishonen game. and she is literally just trying to make it so she does not get sent away in exile and die. So she is using her above game knowledge to become everyone's friend, and low-key everyone, male, female, or in between, has a crush on her. And she is completely oblivious to it.
Okay, I thought that was a different one, because the one I was thinking of is the Sentai one where the Red Ranger starts dating the main villain.
Yes, I do know about that manga. I just haven't had time to read it.
Yeah, I haven't had time to read it either. I'm super interested though.
I also want to read the Loser Sentai one. I've had that on my phone for like almost a year now. I just have never touched it because weird ADHD.
Bro, if you want a really good Sentai anime, Samurai Flamenco is super good. It's
I
really
heard that
good.
one a lot.
It's really goofy for the first like 4 or 5 episodes, but then like episode 7 hits and everything fucking changes.
Yeah, my friends always recommend that to me. I've always just throw back. I will not start until I get context for the gorilla guillotine.
Okay, I have to jump back really, really quickly. With zero context, what is it, Samurai Flamenco?
Yes.
The mental image in my head right now is exquisite.
Okay, I'm not. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find an image of this dude. Because honestly, hold on.
Also, speaking of Samurai Flamenco, Mihawk's theme and me and Zako's ideas for characters ever since they released it on Twitter.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, the fucking opening slaps. I guess this is technically correct.
The best kind of correct.
It's just a dude who wants to be a fucking superhero. And then definitely becomes a superhero. I will elaborate no further.
Yeah, my friends have told me that there is a big plot hook when it gets there, and it's one of those, it either gets you or it doesn't.
Yeah, no, like, when it hits, it fucking slaps you, and you're like, oh no.
But that being said, I think it's about time for us to start introducing ourselves. Manda, why don't you go first?
Hello, I am Manda. I play Pyle today. You can find me over at twitch.tv/Mandaloo, over on the Hell Site X at Mandaloo Panda for now. Fuck, I'm literally everywhere on Twitch right now. I have a game over on every other Wednesday and on Saturday at Trash King Arisen's channel. Tomorrow on Sunday, not tomorrow. What are days? On Sunday, I have D&D with Nero Napier, who is our DM, doing a horror-themed campaign. And yeah, Zako, go.
Hello, I am Zako Duo. You can find me at Twitch at Zako Duo, Twitter Zako Duo _duo, Blue Sky Zako Duo. So I'm going on vacation next week, unfortunately, so I will not be present. Speaking of which, will we even have a game next week? Or
No.
We will be postponing.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, so I'll be stuck in Ohio, but I'm gonna hopefully try to get a stream out. I mainly do stuff like a Dragon right now, Armored Core 6, if I ever actually finish either. And I currently have plans of doing a heresy and live streaming a gacha game I figured out how to play on my desktop. So we're gonna figure that out. Citric, you take the toaster.
Why is it a toaster? Where are these appliances coming from?
Because we're in the swamp of the sewers where there's water, so don't drop the toaster.
I can argue that logic. Hi, I am Cedric. You can find me pretty much anywhere at Streaking. That is the lovely drinking game of pick a social media site and see if I am there. But just to give you a couple of hints, that would be Blue Sky, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Newgrounds. I'm sure more. There are always more. Why there are so many? Anyway, other than that, you can find me here on Fridays playing Victor for Districtly Professional. And as mentioned, yeah, we will not have a game next week, but we are back after that. So that would be everything for me. We have a lovely DM.
Do we?
So, toaster.
Ah! I caught it.
Yay.
Okay. Excellent. You can find me over on Twitter, Tumblr, and Blue Sky at TXDXL, and on the Instagrams at TixDixel. And tomorrow will be the launch of my commissions. I finally have everything sorted out, and that will be up and good to go. If you like art, headshots, like all of the NPC art that you've been seeing for District League Professional, I am offering those. If you want just neat art, neat cartoony art of your character, of your D&D character, I could draw that too. Yeah, and you can find me obviously here doing the Dungeon Master thing on Friday nights when we're physically here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn, and that's how I'm gonna segue.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just take this toaster, look down at it. It's not even plugged in. Throw it away. But hi, you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Blue Sky at BurnoutVaughn, where this week is going to be very busy, and it only just hit me that next week I probably will only have one stream. So, a lot of the extremes here, especially since yesterday, today, and tomorrow are all of our D&D content streams. So, definitely riding a wave, but if you want to check out what will not be happening on Monday, because I will be getting back from a surgery and will be pretty much high off my ball on painkillers, you can check out the just a sec. The in-character playthrough of RE2 Make with me and Zymacide playing our Strixhaven characters, Daedalus and Iapetus, which some people have actually really liked, and I'm happy because it's a fun way to explore a concept. Also, we just keep just having to improv the entire time in character, which I don't really do outside of D&D, so I love it. Aside from that, we did just finish up the final episode of Act 2 of Pack Tactics, so if you want to check that out, that'll be going up later tonight, whenever this finishes, because probably around the time this finishes is about the time I'll be able to Actually, no, I forgot how late we went. It'll take me forever to upload that. Thank you, Twitch, for your lovely rule of 24-hour, 24-hour limitability. But then tomorrow, we will have our bi-weekly Strixhaven game, where everyone is going to be on edge except for Goldblum. Because Goldblum is just like, I got to cast a spell. That was fun. As Bob and I have been dubbing it, we're about to get into Strixhaven Civil War. But
Are you Captain America or Iron Man?
I hate to say it, I'm probably going to be Iron Man.
Iron America.
Corporate tool.
Captain Man.
No, it's because my character is. So I'm literally gonna go on a tangent when I should be shilling myself. The big thing about Iron Man is he has always been said ever since the 2000s. He is a futurist, so he does things because he sees where things will go logistically, and he sees it as unavoidable. My character is very similar to that in Strixhaven.
Yeah, the problem is that he's always wrong.
Yeah, Tony never learns. I'm going to see if Daedalus can learn, but given who he's named after, probably not a good idea, especially considering what he has also named the thing living in his head.
Putting it out there, Richards, Stark, and Pym, all three shitheads.
Listen, I'm a Hank Pym guy, so I'm just going to take my L and walk away. But next week, for Saturday, you can see me and Zako play through more of the Nirvana initiative. Well, that's
we may have to postpone that because my flight back is Saturday night.
Well, then I get a whole week of streaming off. That'll be nice. So
yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, you're totally fine. But with that all out of the way, it's time for us to play our theme song and also have Sarah give me their commission information in call text, so that way I can update all the videos so people can find and commission you.
What happened?
Oh.
I hear laughter.
Sorry, that's me.
Okay, well, I'm going to play the theme song.
gonna be fun.
Plastic crack.
Yeah, I hear
Oh.
snacks.
And I am back.
Oh shit! Where is my?
Welcome
fucking-
back.
Hello, Vaughn. Welcome back. Do. Whoop.
This also means I should probably switch over to the game screen.
Nah.
So,
Chat has the theater of the mind. It.
I mean, they could.
They only get to play screen when they get more when they drop more subs on Vaughn.
Then chat will never get to see any play screen, so let's just go this way.
So, jokes about microtransactions aside, who would like to give me a recap of last session?
Let me see if I did
believe.
already.
So I was the
it
first
was
one. I was
It
the
was me
second
the
one.
first. Yeah, I was the first one. Citric did the second one.
Then I will recap.
Do it. I dare you.
So, after meeting Svetlana Kiev and finding out some interesting things about the exit strategy of the Thieves of the Bedford Vault, we continue down further into the Undercity, where we have now come to the threshold of the Golgari, which is protected by a giant living maze that doesn't much care for us, and is full of undead, and quasi-living fungal things. The fungal things so far are the biggest danger we've had. And we nearly had a horrible moment in which 2 party members were being assaulted by such fungal spores. Luckily, thanks to Ollie having a literal nervous breakdown, just deleted part of the maze, and then Victor once more picking up Pyle and carrying them physically. You know, about 500 pounds of horse and a lot of woman. And now we're standing in a different part of the maze, where there's 3 vine-entangled zombies in front of us.
There was one more thing.
Oh yes, the
That-
mermaids.
Yes,
So,
that definitely happened.
yep, we met two technically Simic mermaids who come from the undersea, which is Ravnica's oceans, which have been completely paved over. And so they sometimes will open up sinkholes or find little small aqueducts that have bled into the Undercity, and they kind of just got flushed out there, and they're stuck there. One is just, they're doing their best. They're living their best life. The other one is very tired of their shit.
Yep. And I believe you all got some both very helpful and also very unhelpful information from the 2 of them. With that, give yourself a die of inspiration.
Thank you.
Hooray!
I actually remembered this week. I felt so bad. We ended last week, and I immediately texted Citric. I was like, I am so sorry. I forgot. But yes, we actually ended last session immediately with rolling initiative. And before we do anything, I must turn on the battle music.
Ooh.
It's fighting time.
It's fighting time. Come back, come back, come back. There you are. All right, audio check. Let's go.
There it is.
Yep, there it
Yep.
is.
Excellent.
Yeah, about
jaunty.
to unga sambunga.
So, we enter with all 3 of the, as I described them in the previous episode, they look like humanoid shape, but the entirety of their limbs, their body is like driftwood that is essentially merged itself together into the shambling, very twig-like, very bramble-like being. The 3 of them all in your moment of pulling yourself together, quite literally and metaphorically, all turn their gaze and lock eyes. Well, you now notice they don't have eyes. But if they did, they would be staring directly into your souls. With top of the turn order, we start with this one down here. If I can... Here we go. this one down here. It is going to shamble its body, sort of lumbering as it walks. And it is going to sort of shift its weight, almost like forcing itself to stop, swaying in front of Pyle. And while appearing to take advantage to this very disheveled centaur woman, it is going to Pyle.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to bring one of its arms up with its claw-like, shall we say, branches coming down to bring you at a swipe, and you just getting your bearings. Bring up your shield to defend. And as if seeing its movements and predicting exactly what it's going to do, watching as it takes its other, shall we call it an arm, if you will, its other limb, going in for like an undercut, trying to go underneath your armor. You take your mace and you bat it away. Finnegan, it is now your turn.
Alrighty, so taking the full advantage of this opportunity that he's currently trapped in the back, we're gonna move 5, 10 feet, 15, right about there. And let's see here. Funny rogue stuff. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to use my bonus action to use Insightful Fighting. Since this thing isn't incapacitated or it needs to make a deception check against my insight, and if I succeed, I can use my sneak attack against it. Yeah.
Can we double check that DC?
DC is... Where are you? Where's my DC?
Your insight 16. Amazing. All right. You can use your sneak attack against the target, even if you don't have advantage on your...
Perfect. In which case, Finnegan will pull out his short bow, just from out from his side, and is going to take a shot. Pacha! That is a... Oh, yeah. 14?
Are you aiming at the one that is Pyle?
Yes.
Let me... Unfortunately, a 14 does not hit. Your arrow, you launch your arrow, and it seems to somehow move just enough in place that the arrow flies through a hole between some of the, shall we call them, logs or sticks that are being held together, and it lands on the other side of it.
You twiggly little... Alrighty. And fall back. And that is turn.
Hey, Finnegan.
Oh, no.
I would like you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no. That was a 12.
You find yourself, even though you put yourself right back into your position, you find yourself shunted back to where you were previously as a vine wraps itself around your ankle and pulls you forward.
Oh, no.
Next up in the order, it is this Blight's turn.
I was gonna say I don't see the turn order up.
Yup. That's fine. It's intended that way. This one looks at the twiggy little warlock, lumbers forward, and it's its turn. Let me double check your AC.
I believe it's only 13. I'm checking it now, too. Yep.
Ooh. Okay. So there's a moment as it reaches its arm out, trying to, or arm if you want to call it that, its branches, bringing it down for a claw, you recognizing exactly what it's going to do. And for a moment, you think that the spirits are going to come and intervene just in time, but unfortunately, its arm swings through, cleaving through the spirits that are surrounding you, and it's going to claw you for... Okay. You got off really lucky. That's only 5 points of piercing damage.
Didn't even break my temp HP.
But it's going to do it again. This time, though, you watch as the other arm prepared this time, and you sidestep out of the way, just barely missing as its claw shreds up the side of your sleeve, missing you barely.
Okay.
And you did, Luke. Thank goodness. And the next one is going to shamble its way up here. For the moment. And it seems to shift its stance as if preparing for something. Bringing us to Ollie with Victor on deck.
All right, let me take a drink real quick. Okay.
Like, I imagine the 15-year-old just taking out a
Pulls out a flask.
lighting a finger in front of the tree.
Okay, so I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff here, but you guys are, like, you already know that it's kind of ambiently cold around Ollie, possibly because of all the spirits constantly passing around him. It's going to drop another 10 degrees. As Ollie starts losing all of the color in his skin, his cheeks sink even further, his lips become incredibly thin and almost begin to crack, and dark energy starts emanating from his eyes as I use my form of dread. So I get some new temporary hit points for starting this. Oh, I'm glad I already added it in. So I get 12 temporary hit points. I cannot be frightened. And let's see here. Oh yeah, if I make any attacks, they get to add necrotic damage equal to how much? Oh, once finish your turn. Okay. Oh yeah, I can also forcibly frighten things, but I don't think I'm going to be frightening them. What you are going to see, though, is Ollie just literally pull up his cane, look at these things, and he is just going to say, "Be gone," as I cast Spirit Guardians.
Hey!
And they will be taking radiant damage.
Nice.
So, at the start of all of their turns, they all have to start making saves.
Lovely. Pray tell, how do you imagine your spirit guardians look?
They are a mix of was the canonical indentured spirits that you see that would be flying around all of Ravnica, like especially in Orzhov-controlled areas, and also people that have a striking resemblance to Ollie in some way or another.
Amazing. Is that
One question.
everything? Huh?
One question though. Because it is an AoE, does it affect all of us?
Nope.
No.
It's literally creatures I decide. That's why Spirit Guardians is one of the best spells and why it's almost always only given to clerics.
Nice.
Is that everything you would like to do on your turn, Ollie?
Yes, it is.
Victor, you're up. Pyle, you're on deck.
Oh, okay. So, question.
Victor is
Oh,
up,
okay.
and then Pyle is on deck.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood.
You're good.
You're fine. So, one question. Are we starting with our weapons out?
Weapons out. Yeah. Yes. You at the end of the last session, Ollie said something. We've got more important things on our hands right now. Everybody, weapons out, and that's when we ended the session last. So yes, weapons are out.
Okay, so if I can, I would like my configuration to be a hand axe in the offhand, and the battle axe on the main one.
Done deal.
Perfect. So, seeing that like combat proper has started, Victor will, with his thumb of his axe, will reach for the quick release knot on his cape on the left side of his chest. Just pull it and to undo the cape, revealing for once like the full of his body underneath. His set of extra arms, and he will flare open his wings as a form of intimidation. And he will start. Oh, yeah, turn this off on, and he will run all the way here. But
Okay.
before doing that, where is it? Here we are. I am using evasive footwork. So I can, as long as I'm moving, I can roll 1d8 and add it to my AC.
Okay.
So, 2. That's fine. That's my default AC because I lost the shield.
The
So
path you are taking leads you here, correct? Come on, roll 20. Yeah. Okay. Both of the creatures that you pass by are going to try and take an attack of opportunity.
Yep. That's exactly what I want.
I don't think that's going to hit. That first one is a 16.
Doesn't hit.
All right. Chat. I need you to keep tally for me.
Oh,
I
no.
just dropped my dice. Keep a tally of how many times I dropped my d20 during this fight.
Bubba will certainly do that.
Somewhere Jake is vibrating.
And that is an 18 on the second one.
Meets beats.
Actually,
Okay.
no, it doesn't, because Ollie is literally just going to reach out a hand, and a wave of spirits is going to get in between you, as I use. Gotta get back to the right spot of my sheet. Gift of the House Bedford, which, for those not playing around with my funny naming mechanics, is what we named my Gift of the Metallic Dragon. So I just boosted your AC by 3.
Ooh.
Oh.
But only is until the
Very
end of your
well.
next. It's only till the end of the next turn, and because you literally passed within 5 feet of me.
Thank you.
Okay. Well then, I take that back. So, what would you like to do now that you're here?
Well, I would like to introduce myself to this friend. And by introduce myself, I mean introduce this lovely battle axe into his face. Does a 23 hit?
Of course.
God damn it, I rolled 200 again. I should have rolled 100. Let me going to change the die. Otherwise, it's going to roll a d10. That should do it.
Welcome to my pain when playing Union.
That is 12 slashing.
Okay. What does it look like when you slash? Are you using which axe? The battle axe?
The main one. Yeah, battle axe.
Okay. So you come in with a nice solid cleave, and you watch as some of the wood begins to splinter underneath your axe. Anything else?
The way you imagine it is Victor is rushing in, and for his evasive footwork, what you see is that he's actually leaning forward and using his lower arms basically as an extra set of legs to have a very aggressive and unpredictable movement. And he just charges in on a low angle, glides on one of the extra legs to get himself here, and as he's swinging, he does an like upward swing with the as he's sliding, he does an upward swing with the axe, smashing it into what would be the thing's ribs.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, it's as you
You cut out there.
Yeah.
it splinters as you hit it.
There you go.
Nice. So, as the main axe is hooked in, I want to use my bonus action to hit it with a hand axe, with the one I have on the other hand. So that would be a 12. I don't think it's going to hit.
Unfortunately, a 12 does not hit. It takes, as you swing down or hand axe, it uses its branch-like palm to.
You cut out there.
It pushes your axe away with its big hand.
Thank you. And keeping that momentum going, actually, Victor will just, as the hand with the hand axe is pulled back, he will take that momentum and spring it back forward. For my second attack, I want to throw it at this thing here.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So, hand axe go. Hand axe. Does a 27 hit?
Too high. You miss. Yes, that
And-
hits.
Thank you. 8 slashing on the back of the head of this thing. In front
Your
of all-
hand axe lodges perfectly square in the back of this thing's head, getting stuck in the wood.
And Victor is just standing there, and that is the end of my turn.
I would say one thing, because we've already been spoiled. We know what Victor looks like. For chat, could you describe what their extra arms look like? Because this would be their first time actually getting a description of them.
Yeah, and if you want, the image is not done, but you can throw it in the chat.
Okay. Well, I also
believe-
for the YouTube future who won't have the chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also believe this is the first time the party has actually seen your second set of arms.
Yeah, the only one that had a hint about it was Finn, because he got a good investigation checked on the very first meeting we had. But yeah, Victor, Simics going in they go in a spectrum. You have people with animal bits, and you have full blends. Victor falls kind of on the other side of the spectrum, when he's more bug with humanoid bits in him. Like, he's a giant bipedal bug, a set of 2 extra arms, mantis arms, that sprout from what would be his lower ribs. He has a full set of wings that collapse on his back normally, and now he's like keeping open to appear bigger, more menacingly, with like a lot of bright eyes painted on them, like natural pigmentation. And yeah, he's a fun amalgam of sinew and chitin.
Very well. It is at this point where the creature in front of you, Victor, actually wings and bats at the mushroom next to you, releasing...
Before they do that, they actually have to make a save.
It's not their turn.
Oh.
Yeah. This is their held action.
Oh no.
I need a con save. From
me?
Victor. From just Victor.
Will do. Better if it's just me. 21.
21. This thing bats the cap of the mushroom. A release of these bright pink spores enter the air. And you, being quick on your toes and remembering what happened last session, which was in reality only a few moments ago, you don't breathe in, you still your breath, and you are unaffected by the mushroom. Pile.
Hello, yes. Quick question for future things. Are these things technically undead, or would they come off as undead?
Are you asking that in the sense of just looking at them, or are you asking that in the spell things?
I'm sorry, looking at them and what now?
Either like physically looking at them and just trying to get a glance, like, is this an undead you're familiar with? Spell.
I'm sorry, you cut off after the undead that you can see, and then it just cut out, and then all I caught was spell.
The mic has been doing so well. I'm so disappointed. For the purposes of a spell, are you asking like?
Yes, for the
Is it-
purposes of a spell.
Unfortunately, I am going to have to ask you to just for free roll me a nature check.
Sure. Oh, come on, Pile. 12?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
If we're being entirely honest, you look at the makeup of it and you aren't entirely sure. I mean, this is clearly a Golgari creature, and from what you know of the Golgari, it's entirely possible that these things could be reanimated corpses, or they could simply be plants that have come to life, and it's really difficult to distinguish between the two.
You know what? That's fair. In that case, Pyle will focus on this one for now. And actually, no, she'll focus on all three of them and cast Word of Radiance.
Ooh! What do you say?
Oh god, put me on the spot. Oh, so when she bats away the thing with the mace, I think probably Ollie and Finnegan will hear her start to utter something, and it sounds like a gruel chant, something very low and very quiet, but as sort of rises and gets louder, and just this whipping light goes through one, weaves into the other, weaves into the last one, and then it just pops on each contact.
Okay, chat. Mark a 2 down. That's the second time I've dropped it.
Drop the dice.
Listen, it's gonna happen a lot this session. Constitution. Alright, so that's going to be, in order, a 12, a 15, and a 16.
Then it looks like only one of them. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, one of them, doesn't make the... Two of them pass, one of them does not.
And being at 5th level, that's 2d6?
Yes. Where's the thing? Here it is. I guess that would be 5 damage.
5 damage. Good damage. You watch as the light from the radiant damage... is it your blue light? What does that look like?
Let's see, how is it described? It's kind of more... I would say that it's more like the color that you would expect from the embers of the forge. It's kind of red on the inside, but it's surrounded by this white, yellow light. It looks like fire, but it's not. But it's more light, I guess. It's the best way I could think to describe it.
And as that light bursts out like an eruption, you watch as the one that takes damage actually begins to and especially Ollie, you notice as it's the one that's right in front of you that takes the most damage. As it actually begins to like almost try to hide away, and you watch as its joints and its if you want to call them joints, and its limbs begin to crack and snap as it begins to almost wither from your light. Anything else you would like to do in your turn?
I don't think there's really anything I can do, so no, but I will remind Zeko, however, my friend, my homie, that your daggers still have Blessing of the Forge on them.
At least one of them does, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she did it, I did both. I don't know if I can do both of them, but yeah, at least one of them.
One non-magical object, so one of them.
Okay, so yeah, one of your daggers has that still on it.
Sick.
And that'll be my turn.
Excellent. Now, before we head to the top of the turn order, there's one thing I have to note. I need a strength save this time from Finn, from Victor, and from Ollie.
Oh no.
Will do.
That's a natural one.
Oh no.
Or no, that's a 7. Never mind. Whew.
15? Oh no, you got my hopes
That'd
up
be
there, Citric. Make that an 11.
Victor, you are prepared. You know exactly what's coming. Not necessarily exactly what it's going to do, but you know exactly what's coming. You watch as the vine from below your feet begin to curl up and try to curl around your legs. And Victor, you take, just for flavor, you take one of your mantis claws and you snap it before it can get any can wrap its words before it can wrap any tighter around your leg. Ollie and Finnegan. And this makes a lot of sense since you failed that dex save, Finn. That vine that's wrapping around you, Finn, is beginning to constrict and grow tighter.
Oh boy.
You were considered grappled. Ollie, another one reaches out, literally attached to the same point in the wall as Finn, wraps around your ankle and squeezes tight. You are also considered grappled.
That's fine, because Ollie hasn't even, paid attention to this vine. He is staring at this thing and just waiting for the spirits to do their thing.
Okie dokie. Top of the turn order. That is for the first creature, that is going to be, remind me, is that
14.
that is a wisdom save, or
Yes.
is that a con save?
Let me double check. I still have it open here. I believe it is wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah, it is wisdom.
13.
Fail.
Okay.
Do. Where are you, my friend? Ah. That's 20 radiant damage.
Okay.
As literally
Describe-
the spirit... oh, yeah, okay. Literally a bunch of the spirits just start swirling around it, ripping through it, or ripping pieces off of it.
Absolutely. And that it seems I'm assuming you're choosing necrotic.
No, he chose radiant because...
Oh, he chose
there's-
radiant.
If there's one thing Ollie knows, it's how close to the Orzhov the Golgari are. So if he's being attacked by something Golgari, he actually knows what to do.
Smart kid. Yeah, you watch as the spirits tear into this thing, and as each spirit touches the the wood, you and Victor, you notice this as well. You watch as the surrounding wooden pieces actually begin to wither in the vicinity of wherever the spirits touch. And now, it's going to go in for a swipe attack. Hey Victor, do you want to attack of opportunity?
Boy, do I! Okay, I am of course hitting the guy with the padlocks. Actually, because I threw my hand axe, can I hit it two-handed?
Yeah.
Then here I go. Does a 24 hit?
No. Yes, it does.
For 7 slashing damage.
Well done. It comes in for an handed swipe, and you just recognizing exactly what it's gonna do, just with your axe, just cut a branch off, if you will, just clean off. The little twig falls to the ground somewhere behind you. It's gonna go in for a second attack. Ooh. Still doesn't hit, but not a critical failure. As it goes in with a second swipe, you sort of push its twiggy claws, twiggy arm away, batting it like it's nothing to you at this point with your, what is it, like AC of 21 until the end of your turn or something?
How long does the AC you gave me one?
That
What?
only works to the end of your turn, to the start of your next turn. It's
Yeah.
basically a lower version of shield that you can have more uses of.
Yeah, so it's still yeah, with the 21 AC, yeah, that this is nothing. You
I
are
have-
well prepared.
I have 19. I don't have my shield out.
19? Oh, that's right. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Does that hit?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't hit.
Ah, okay. Yeah, no, I assume because he's holding the axe with both hands, he's using one of the mantis claws to just swab it away.
Right. Sorry about that.
No, you're
Finn!
fine.
Finn, you are grappled.
Oh dearie. So is it the vines that are along the wall next to me that
Yeah.
have got me?
The ones that you're basically standing on top of, yeah.
Oh boy. Let's see here. It's basically just using my strength to try to break out, right?
It's athletics, competing
Athletics?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
You basically just have to beat its DC.
Fair enough. Uh,
Show up any day now.
okay. I will go ahead and I'll just use my turn to try to break out of it.
Okay.
All right. Athletics. 11?
Unfortunately, you do not break out of it as it continues to constrict your ankle.
On that, Finn will just call out, I could use some assistance! And let's see here. Even though, let's see here. Do I have it? Can I do anything for my bonus action? I already have. Okay, you know what? Since I didn't move. Okay, since I didn't move, I can still use this as my bonus action, a funny rogue feature, steady aim.
Ooh.
I give myself advantage on my next attack. On the
Okay.
current turn. Never mind. That's for the current turn. Darn it. Yeah, that's gonna have to be it for me then.
I see you're taking a page from CG's School of Rogue.
Eh.
That's okay, Zacho. I got you.
And is that everything on your turn?
Yep, that's me.
Okay. One more save. That's gonna be a failure.
Okie dokie. That's another 16 radiant damage.
Wow. Yeah, okay. They're continuing to tear at the one, this time being the one in front of, yes, being the one in front of you. I should point out, at this point, it's shrinking in size, the one in front of you. But it is still going to persevere. It is going to attempt to claw you with... Oh, I'm so sorry.
That was a nat 20.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Protect the child.
No!
That's gonna be 14 points of piercing damage as it brings its branch-like claws in to scratch at your arms and at your face.
Well, I will say this. Barely any of the wound makes it through because I'm just going to flavor as, again, more spirits were protecting me because that basically only just took away my temporary hit points.
Dang.
I'm really sorry.
Oh, you are fine. And I will say, from the wounds you expect there to be, a lot more blood because the face and the head bleed the most in the body. Almost nothing is coming out of these wounds right now while he is in this strange new form he's in.
No. I mean that was 2 nat 20s.
Ah.
Oh.
Please, fuck my shit.
That's gonna be 11 slashing.
Okay, now that was actually a decent hit.
And with one claw and then another swiping in, like I said, at your arms and at your face, trying to bloody you up. Its buddy next to Pile is gonna take its save, and it's gonna succeed.
Well, half damage. So let's see here. Wow, it was the least good one. So 4.
All right. Yeah, I mean, damage is damage.
True. I just coming out swinging with a 20 on Spirit Guardians. That makes you feel real big.
Oh yeah. But it actually decides to move up here.
Also, I just realized something. before you even add that damage, I need to make a con save.
Yeah.
Well, actually, 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Concentration.
So let's see what the first one is. Now I get to use another fun feature. Since you will remember, when we took a rest, Ollie switched his spirit companion. So, using my Council of the Spirits feature for the Zealot, I can lose any of its natural benefits to instantly change one failure in a concentration check to a success. So now I just gotta make sure I don't mess up this one.
Okay.
14. So that for that damage that was 11. So yeah, that should succeed.
Correct. That succeeds.
All right.
So we keep the 4 damage.
Mhm.
It moves up. It's gonna take its first swing at Pile.
Okay.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Damn. Yeah, that hits.
Minimum damage. That's gonna be 3 points of piercing.
Ow, my skin.
It's like a little thorn in your pinky.
Ow. Rude. Oh, goddamn dare.
But now it's noticing that Pile, your friendo next to you, is not doing so hot, and it turns its attention over to Ollie. And for its second swing, Ollie does a 14 hit.
Not when I use another use of my vassal spirits from Gift of House Bedford. My AC is now 16 until the start of my next turn.
Okie dokie. Yep, it tries to come in, and I think. Do you mind if I offer a little flavor text for how I imagine this fail work?
Oh, I would be ashamed if you didn't.
Pile, you watch as it's gonna turn towards Ollie, and I like to imagine that you're like, no, and you just kind of like bop its arm, just minimally nudge it with like the bottom of your mace, and it misses.
Yeah, I'm down for that, sure. Hey.
You stop.
Fuck off! Leave that kid alone!
And it is now Ollie's turn with Victor on deck.
All right, let me see what I've got since I've got a concentration spell going. It's only the second time I've ever done battle with this character, so I keep forgetting my spells.
Imagine knowing what your spells are.
Imagine having spells.
Okay, so I have a quick question. How banged up is the group looking? Aside from Ollie.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Free perception check.
Ah, thank you. Okay, Oh, those are saving throws. I'm not gonna have a perception saving throw. There we go.
Man, wouldn't that be a thing?
17.
I will say with the 17, you can probably gauge the wellness of Pile and Finnegan, but not Victor.
Okay. Do either of them seem especially banged up?
Well, I'm at 22 out of 33 health, so Pyle looks a little banged up from fucking previous encounters.
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
But she's standing.
Yeah.
Finn's fine. He's just looking like a fool on the ground.
Okay, well then. While all these spirits are glowing with a very holy light, you'll see us again, which for most of Ollie's stuff, it's kind of a dark tint to his magic, but this time his hand starts to glow a little bit radiant, while also the temperature still keeps dropping. As centered on, well, let me make sure before I do this, because this is also the first time I ever cast this spell, because it's so new. Ah, of your choice, perfect. So I'm going to cast this. So it gets all 3 of them, and also would basically be in an area around us. Wither and Bloom.
Ooh.
So, that would mean for the level of spell, you would get to roll 2 of your hit dice, Manda, because you are in the area of effect. While they will take, if they fail to save, let me get that up to this 3rd level. I wish that it shouldn't have to ask me this because we're warlocks. They would take another 9 necrotic damage, and it's a con save.
1 fails, 1 succeeds.
Cool. I'll take that fucking hit dice. Thank you.
You can roll 2.
2, 3, 4. Oh! There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
Yeah, there we
spell
go. There we go. Back to full. We're feeling healthy. Let's go.
And then Ollie's just staring at these things, and he is literally just saying, "Wither." And that'll be his turn, because he knows that he does his damage on their turns.
Really quickly,
Mm-hmm.
because I just read through your spell, there's one more thing that...
Oh.
And it's only going to show up in Theater of the Mind, but say that non-magical vegetation in that area,
Oh.
you all collectively watch as some, not all, not in the walls, some of the grass, some of the plants, some of the fern at your feet wither and die instantly.
Now here's the question: does that affect the one that is currently grappling Zako?
It does not, because it is considered magical vegetation.
Ah.
But for flavor text, you do watch as in that 10-foot area, pretty much everything but the wall itself begins to wither.
Okay, well that's everything I can do. So moving right on to Victor.
Mm-hmm. Victor, still grabbing the battle axe at 2 hands, is chopping away at this thing just like a piece of wood.
Yeah.
So he goes again. I assume an 11 is not hitting.
It does not, unfortunately.
Yeah, no problem. Second attack.
No, it's like the log
So
from
25
Session
hit.
0.
25 does hit. I like to imagine Victor is just prepping for the inevitable camping trip. Firewood.
Oh, we all know he's going to Captain America one of those logs.
And that is 13 slashing.
That one is also, you notice, starting look significantly.
How is this one here looking?
If it had legs,
You cut out at legs.
Yeah, if it had legs, that's all I.
that would be the last of them.
Ah.
Alrighty. Then, what I want to do is use my bonus action and use the quick toss maneuver. So, you see as Victor, like he's just chopping at this thing, and after the second blow, he just releases one hand, goes to his belt, and chucks a hand axe at this thing. So,
Okie dokie.
hand axe, go! Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Perfect. And because it's a maneuver, it's going to be the damage plus 1d8. So that is 8 plus 13 total.
How do you want to kill it?
Yeah, again, like Victor is just chopping at this thing, and just like looks for a second, sees Oli still in danger, just boom! And the thing I want to imagine, like again, at the head, same as the last one, and just crosses through, and the hand axe keeps spinning past Oli's head. It's like, what?
And it crumples to the ground like a heap of firewood.
Awesome.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Actually, yes. Victor wants to move here. And because I am... Yeah, I still have my object interaction, Victor is going to take away his shield. Like, put up his shield, I mean.
Okay.
So AC goes back up to 18.
Shields up. Alrighty. Is that it?
Yep.
Pile.
Question. How are our two mooks looking?
Ollie doesn't look too bad, but also like in... Oh, sorry.
No, I meant like the enemies.
Ah.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Also, I apologize. Still getting used to table etiquette for this group.
Nah, you're
You're good. You're good.
No, trust me, I'm so notoriously bad about talking over other people. Oh fuck, nat
Whoa!
20.
Okay. This one has taken a lot of different hits. You notice all of the different branches and the twigs lying about. In comparison to what it used to look like, it is probably about half of its original size. The one in front of you, however, still looks strong. I would say it's about its original size.
Okay. So I'm gonna do two things because, well, I can take bonus action for things. I am smart boy, you see. So Pyle, having batted away this one's thing from Ollie, looks very fucking pissed, and she hears Finn. So what she's going to do is cast spiritual weapon in the form of a huge fucking saber. It looks like it's fresh out of the fire. It's glowing red, and she's gonna send it over to Finnegan to help cut the vines that are around his ankles
Okay.
because he's within 20 feet.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll.
Let's see, what are we rolling again? It is 1d8 plus 6.
I believe you have to make an attack roll for.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I do.
Yes.
It is... Where is it? I can read... 25.
Don't even bother rolling damage. What does it look like as you cut the vines?
So, she's gonna send this thing off, like, into the dark, like, past this guy. It'll come swinging around behind Victor, and just, like a fucking glowing bat out of hell, it'll just whip ass over tea kettle and just buzzsaw its way through these fucking vines around Finnegan, and then swoop straight back around to, like, where, and just, it'll circle around him, and then come back to rest just between Ollie and Pyle.
Sure. Give me a second. I'm getting you a token.
Sweet.
But Finn, you are no longer.
Hurrah!
Yeah, I told you I got you. And then for my actual action, Pyle is heaving. She's pretty pissed off that something attacked the child of the group. This doesn't sit well, so there is this kind of ember-like her eyes are blue, but this sort of ember-like glow kind of blooms behind them. And she too will cast Spirit Guardians on this one and this one. Everyone else is fine.
You did just use spiritual weapon though.
Did I? I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought spiritual weapon was a bonus action, and you could still use another action.
It's not a matter of action and bonus action. It's a matter of using leveled spells.
Ah, understood.
Yeah.
Then, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, just you can use a spell and a cantrip. And
Yes.
yeah.
Ah, okay. Well, then I'll just use my other cantrip again.
Sure.
Radiance, come on, let's go get in the chat. There we go. Get in there, nerd.
No.
Sorry, my mistake.
No, you're good. You're good. It happens. Happens to the best of us. And really quickly, while we're here, I said while we're here, roll 20, please. Roll 20, please. Please. There we go.
Hey, there we go.
You have a sword now.
Sweet.
And you have proper permissions. So, congratulations, you have a spiritual weapon.
Cool.
Okie dokie. Let me double check what I need to do. I need a. Oof. First one passes. Second one fails.
Excellent. Did you want me to roll a 2d6 or did you
Yes.
want
Yeah, because
Okay.
one, because it's your attack.
to? They take 9 damage.
Well done. Yeah. Your burst of forge like once again hits the two creatures, and you'll notice the light itself begins to wither this one significantly. How would you like to end it?
I'm sorry, I clicked away for a minute. Which one is dying on us? That
This
one?
one.
Okay. Well, as the light is kind of weaving in and out of itself, that one being the last one it hits, the light just kind of sucks into its chest, and then it just gets brighter and brighter and brighter until it just pops, explodes.
And
Just a shower of light and sparks.
and wood.
Yeah, and wood, and it's like that effect like when the hammer comes down on a piece of red hot metal and it has like those little sparks and flames.
Yup.
That's kind of what it looks like.
Anything else you would like to do in your turn?
Nope, that's all I can do.
Okie dokie. Unfortunately,
Uh-huh.
the maze itself begins to shift.
Oh no.
Finnegan,
Oh no.
you prepared. You've got your eye on the wall. Nothing in this battle has caused you more damage than this goddamn maze. You are ready, and you watch as it goes to whip out one of its thorny vines at you, and you duck just in time. Like, nope, not today. Victor, you also being readily prepared, watch as it swings 2 vines, bap bap, at you, and you just, with your axe, shink, shink, cut through 2 of the vines. Pile.
Yes.
Unprepared you are. As up to this point, none of the vines have come after you, and yet one swings and clips you in the back of the head,
Ow.
dealing you 11 piercing damage.
Oh, fuck. Hold on, now I have to do math. Ah, ouch. Okay.
And we return to the new top of the turn order with Finn.
Not wanting to stick around with these vines anymore, Finnegan's going to spend 5, 10, 15, 20. Hey, you know what? Yeah, right. Actually, we'll go right here. So,
Oh,
5,
excellent.
10,
Murder
15,
sandwich.
Murder sandwich!
We'll swap out the bow for the rapier, and I still have insightful fighting on this one, so if I hit it, I get sneak attack.
You do.
Sha-sha! Oh, come on! That was a 19. You
have advantage.
7.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay. I thought we were doing the +2. Okay.
Nah, you have a
Insight-
you're in a
no,
murder
insight-
sandwich. You're in a murder sandwich, my guy.
Come on. 7 again.
No, wait, sorry. The insightful is for advantage or is for?
If I hit
So-
it, I get sneak attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you hit, you get sneak attack. We do the. I will say for clarification, I prefer to do the +2 on the murder sandwich.
Ah,
Yeah, I thought we were. Yeah, I thought we were doing that one.
I totally
Yeah.
That's what I
forgot.
thought.
You're good. I
Okay,
mean,
so
it
we are
doesn't
doing
matter because he rolled 7 twice, so I guess I'll let it slide.
Wait a second. Sako, do one more roll. Let's see if we get a jackpot.
Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money, big money.
Come on, roll 20.
17!
Ah,
Hey! Close enough. Let's go.
Close enough.
That's still a win on a lotto card.
All right.
Is it?
Depends on the game.
On that, let's see here. Okay, so it does go away. So that see, can I... Cunning action. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use my cunning action as a bonus action to disengage from this dude so that he don't swipe at me.
Uh-huh.
Hiya. To my best buddy, Victor. Hey, how you doing? And that's my turn.
I love that.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Well, as soon as Finn goes and tries to do a swipe and darts away, seemingly unbothered, it completely ignores Finn and proceeds to go in with its first attack on Pyle. Oh my gosh! All right, hey Pyle,
Hi, yeah.
would you like an attack of opportunity?
I would fucking love one. There'd just be a physical attack, right?
Aha!
I will.
Mace is out.
Yep, I was gonna say I will swing with the mace. 16.
That's its AC.
Oh, cool. Meets it, beats it? Question mark.
Meets it, beats it.
Wonderful. It takes 8 bludgeoning.
Also, could we get a wisdom save for this boy?
Oh, that's right. And it fails.
Hey, get wrecked.
You watch as the spirits come to tear at this creature. It seems to be like trying to swat away these spirits that are doing it damage. And you take this opportunity, Pyle, to come in with a loud, like, you ever hear a wooden baseball crack?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's what this creature sounds like when your mace hits it.
Excellent.
It is significantly smaller than even moments ago, but it is still up. As it goes in, really peeved actually at the fact that the small child keeps sending these spirits to do their bidding. Man, I'm really sorry, Vaughn.
Another nat 20.
Yes. Oh my gosh, same damage roll.
So another 11.
Yeah.
Are you still up?
Yes.
Good.
Let's just say having started this fight with temporary hit points and then getting another large amount of temporary hit points as I lost most of all of them. Yeah. Otherwise, Ollie would be down.
Yeah.
And now, it is Ollie's turn.
Let me double check if the action economy on this. Well, that's just butts. Ollie is just going to look at this thing, and he is just going to point at it. And you guys are going to hear a sound like coins hitting a floor. Toll the Dead.
Ooh.
You know what's interesting about these particular creatures?
What?
They're not very wise.
Mm.
I want you to double the damage that you do.
Oh. Well, that would be 16, so that's 38. Necrotic.
How do you want to kill this thing?
Holy.
He literally just points at it. At this point, more spirits just erupt around this thing, and they aren't pulling it apart anymore. They are pulling it into the ground. And this thing is just, like, literally, what's that Sam Raimi movie? Drag Me to Hell. Yeah, that's what's happening to this thing.
Yeah. And the way that this maze works, you are completely unsurprised as the ground literally swallows it whole. And with that, we are out of initiative.
Sweet.
Glad I could contribute to the cause on that one. He says, having done no damage.
Victor will fold back his wings and go to pick up his hand axes that I believe are both lodged in this one.
You'll see Ollie still in this, like, scary form, kind of straighten himself up, like, square up his shoulders, put his hands on his cane and relax. Then you're going to see all the color come back to him. He's going to start bleeding profusely and fall over.
You okay?
Raising up a hand while he's face down on the ground. It's shaking. Not really.
Finn Finn will walk over and just lightly put his foot under Ollie's body to try to like lightly kick him. Like, come on, we gotta keep moving.
Pyle will actually like, her shoulders will sag as sort of the adrenaline wears off, and seeing Ollie drop, she'll. See here, I'll just move her like right here on. Spiritual weapon, please. The weapon will disappear. Kapoofles.
Yep, gotcha.
And she'll fold her legs under her and like lay and just kind of lay down for a moment, and she'll scoop Ollie up and start casting fucking cure wounds on him.
Thank you.
She just has like this kid cradled, and where like her offensive spells are like this burning forge embering color, when her healing spells are just like the gentle blue opposite of that, and she just keeps a hand on his chest as she heals him.
Don't forget to roll the actual
That's
negative damage.
What level do I want to cast this at? How many spell slots do I have? That's a question. I'm getting low, but whatever. I'll cast it like that. Level 2.
All right, so that is 12. I will take it. I'm back in double digits.
I
just wanted to ask for clarification because I missed what you said, Citric. Did you say that you wanted to do something with the pile of monster on the ground, or did I mishear?
No, just the hand axes. Like he's retrieving the two he shot at this one.
Got it. Sorry. I heard you talking and my brain went, you are not allowed to understand words for like 2 seconds. So I apologize.
It is fine.
Hand axe is yours. And it's something about the way that you were able to chop at this thing. Surprisingly still sharp. It doesn't seem like it's gotten any duller from slicing at these things.
Victor will take note of that and put them back in his belt. Look at the group. You all fought well. And he kind of looks at the fix in the floor. I don't know how many more of this we'll find.
We should Pyle is kind of out of breath. We should probably find a good spot to take a bit of a rest. And she'll look down at Ollie.
I only need an hour, and then I'll be pretty much fine.
You rest. I'll stand guard.
I should ask for clarification. I know Ollie can't see, but for the people who can see in this area, does this path continue on, or is this just like a lull in the area of the maze? Down.
Are you referring to
There, that should be
down?
Yeah.
It is just a lulled area. The most that you can see at this point, now that you've been in the area for a little bit, is that it opens into like an area with this big, like, and I'm talking really this. You know how we talk about trees and we talk about the cicadas over in California?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking that high of these twisty, gnarly, and they're not dead. You can tell, you all can collectively tell that. It's very much alive tree that just stands firm in the mid, like taking up space that would otherwise be thorny wall. But yes, this is an alcove. And as the mist and the fog roll past all of you in the quiet, besides, of course, the sounds of frogs, the sounds of bugs, it becomes very still for the moment.
Ollie will just slowly wait till Pyle can lower him down to his feet. And
she's like horse laying on the ground. So like he's still on the ground. She just has like his back. She has an arm across his back, and she's holding him sort of upright with her
Well,
other hand on his chest to heal him.
Yeah, well, he'll use his cane to help get him up, because for once he actually has to use it. It's not just a status thing. And he'll just look to Victor and be like, "Do you think that tree would be a safe place? It seems the vines give it a wide berth."
I don't expect it to start walking, no. But we should keep our distance.
All right, so it's that alcove over there, then. And he'll just point with his finger over to here, and he'll be like, "Oh, just need to catch my breath is all. I guess move over here." So I guess the question is, are we actually taking a short rest, guys?
Sure, I don't mind.
Yeah. I won't get all my spell
Actually-
slots back, but I'll fucking roll another hit die.
I would recommend people stay away from the walls.
Fair.
Like if we're hobbling, yeah.
Oh, form a protective circle around the child.
But yeah,
Kyle will... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna
Oh,
say,
no, go ahead.
I'm gonna start rolling hit dice then.
Yeah, no, Pyle will make this kind of low grunt as she gets herself back up to her feet. Just long enough to kind of just take a position right about here, and then she'll just flump right back down to rest.
Is it, hey Pyle, hey
Huh?
Pyle,
Yeah,
is it carcass time?
it is carcass time. She'll just fucking lay down, and then she'll just lay down entirely, and just, like, she'll turn, her spine will turn, so that the human quotey fingers portion of her back is against the ground, and she'll just put an arm over her face and just kind of lay there for a moment while she fucking just kind of regains herself.
Also,
Carcass
make
time.
sure-
Oh fuck! Thanks, hit die. Fuck you too.
Just to make sure the area is secure before we take the short rest, Victor would like to take a peek at this area of the maze.
Here's a question on my end. Are you looking to investigate it, or are you looking to perceive it?
Yeah, just see what's ahead. Not a proper investigation.
Oh, there we go.
Are
I'll
you
take that.
this? It's just
Yeah.
walls. I
Ah.
don't know if it's not shown properly. It's just walls.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a little alcove.
Then Victor will start here, and he will be looking at the tree the entire time.
They look back.
I imagine so.
Actually, why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception check, Victor?
Oh boy. That's not 20 on the other side. No, that was an 8.
You know what? Finn's not hurt, so he won't really be resting. But would it be all right if I tried to make a perception just to keep an eye out with Victor?
Absolutely.
So, roll a hit die. Oh, 19.
19.
Very well.
So
And get 9 hit points back.
I like to imagine this as like, Victor, you are keeping an eye out, particularly watching the trees, but you're also mildly focused on tending to yourself and your crew. This is how I'm narratively saying you have a 8 perception and a hit die of 9. But Finn, you're alert, being the person who was fortunately damaged the least, but also attacked the least. You're ready. You're like, okay, I'm alert, I'm ready, it's good, we're fine. The first thing you notice, this, come on, roll 20, please. This mushroom, previously during combat, had given off these bright pink spores when the creature attacked it, so to speak, when it swiped at it. But now, as things have died down, you watch as it releases, like, down towards the ground, a low ring of what almost looks like for a minute you almost miss it, but they're like brown, yellow almost spores, not like the orange spores that you saw from the other mushrooms. These ones have a much darker tone to them. They're not vibrant. You almost miss them. They almost look like dirt.
Hmm.
And it just every this is an hour, so we're saying for every give or take 15-20 minutes, it just releases just a small ring of spores. Another thing you notice, this fog that you notice is rolling seems to actually be coming in. You notice its pattern of movement, and at first you're like, oh, it's just kind of existing, but after a while you notice from this area it seems to be coming in from there, moving between the wall that and the branches that are kind of sticking out and rolling in, spreading into the area.
Finn will keep the spore thing to himself, but will announce the fog issue once everyone's rested up and good to go.
Yeah, I'll say that you'll see a lot more of his wounds seem to mend as that, again, that uncomfortably happy-looking spirit in the Pope outfit that started hanging around him is just kind of, like, patting him on the shoulder very vehemently, and that's how I'm flavoring that. Because we took a short rest, I am keeping my, the zealot for my, Council of Spirits companion, and because short rest, I get another 10 temporary hit points back, so...
Nice.
Sure.
Here I thought Casper would be kissing your boo-boo.
That's only weird because the implication here is that most of these ghosts are related to him.
Perhaps it's a maternal figure, like a great grandmother.
I think that'd be even worse. Because we talked about that.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
That's okay. That's what Pilot's for. She'll kiss your boo-boos better if you ask her. That's what Cure Wounds is for. Pile, I have a cut here. Mwah.
All right, well, I've got just about as much of my power back as I can get at this point. So, do you think that's the best way to explore? That's the best place to explore is over here?
Yeah, Finn, as Ollie gets up, Finn will point towards where the mist is pulling in. So, whilst we were sitting down, I happened to notice that the fog is rolling in from that particular stretch.
That would imply an air current. So, an opening on the maze.
Let's go ahead and take a gander. Finn will start heading towards that area to try to take a look. So could you describe to me again, what's the spot that the fog is rolling in from?
Really quick question.
Oh no.
Who has the lamp?
Victor.
Yes, we gave it to Victor.
Okay.
I mean, I let everyone who was behind it have it because I have that vision.
Right. Ollie had it. Here's how I imagine it. Ollie had it recently. I'm assuming someone put it down on the ground during combat.
Mhm.
And then as you all moved and took your short rest, you kept it. I'm assuming you kept it lit because otherwise it would be pitch black. And just kind of had it with you guys as a group. So I'm more like at this point, now that the short rest is over, who has the hooded lantern?
Since Finn was actively doing stuff during the rest, I guess he would have it. Just because it was his in the first place.
Okay. So that would actually mean that I can reveal some stuff as well. But what you notice is that as you peek in, you watch as the mist begins to roll. And now that you have a better view, you see where it's rolling from. Of course, the wall here sort of kind of makes almost like a dam, if you will, as the fog rolls between the different vines and entanglements. But from here, you watch as the fog just like a steady, stable current rolls, billowing out from wherever that little tunnel leads. And it just dissipates and spreads out into the space, rolling between the different, like literally in between walls and through the different crevices until it eventually dissipates into this alcove.
And with that, Finn will point down the hall. It's coming from this way, if we're all good to go.
Victor nods and looks at the group.
Yep, Ollie will use the cane to get back, but he's no longer seeming to lean on it to move. Though, here's a question. Is carcass time still a thing?
Pyle is still laying there. She just has an arm over her. She just has kind of an arm, her elbow, the crook of her arm covering her eyes for a moment.
Ollie will look up to Victor. I think we are the both most qualified to say she's not dead.
Victor looks. She is breathing. Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting Victor to look at her and go, "I'm not sure about that."
Well,
It is breathing.
yeah.
She is breathing.
I'll say this, Ollie will be nice and he will just kind of tap the end of his cane against her shield, which has got to be close to her, and just be like, Miss Pyle, it's time to get moving.
Pyle, who's pretty much like stretched, she's like got like her upper half kind of on the shield, and she'll hear the tink tink and her armor move, and then you'll see her big old legs just do big stretchies on the dirt.
Big stretchies!
Big old horse stretchies. Yeah,
See,
I'm
now,
coming.
now I
sorry,
have now I have the anatomical question of: do centaurs have one like set of horse lungs? They have one set of human lungs. They have two sets of lungs.
I've heard that they I've heard that they have two sets of lungs.
Huh.
Because and the argument that was made for it is because centaurs are so huge and there's so much body that they would need like the extra air and blood flow.
If you want
sense.
confirmation, there are actual, shall we say, physicians that could, in character, answer that question.
Ooh.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I will just say here, we're not going by Monster Musume rules. I have said a lot of cursed stuff and suggestive things on here. I'm drawing the line at Monster Musume.
Fair enough. But yeah, no, if that's a legitimate question that you in character have, there is an in character answer. You just have to seek it out.
I mean, I guess Pyle would technically know because she is a centaur. That if they ask her,
Yeah. Yes. If they ask her, but
Yeah.
also if in character they're like, I don't know how to act. Like, if they don't want to ask Pyle, or even if you do, there's a way that you can get confirmation.
true. But yeah, Pyle will just do. You'll see just her horse feet. Her legs will stretch out and just do the big stretchies before she like rolls up onto her knees, and just with a grunt, her back end will lift before her front, and she'll pick up her things, stretch out. All right. Which way are we going?
We're following the fog.
And she'll put her shield and mace away and shake out her arms, shake out her hair, and use the tie it back again with the rag. Not the rag, the headkerchief, whatever you want to call it.
Headband.
Yeah, there you go. Headband, head covering, the thing that she's been wearing this entire time to keep her hair out of her face.
Yep.
Still looks a little disheveled, but what is put together for a centaur, really?
All right, get a move on.
Very well. Victor will actually walk with a shield and axe at hand after the series of encounters we've had.
Yeah.
Should I lead?
You know what? You've all been putting yourselves in some weird danger. I'll take the lead on this one. As he holds up the lamp.
Victor will nod.
Finn will do his best to try to avoid the walls as we proceed forward.
They wave at you.
Oh, great. Now, just for clarification, you said the fog was coming from like right here or up there?
So, as you enter into the opening,
Oh,
Ooh.
your eyes come across a very, very cloudy enclosure with a stone sort of what is it like?
Pedestal?
It's and
Obelisk?
it's not a quite, it's in the ground.
Obelisk?
Platform?
Platform. Yes, platform, but I'm not even sure if dais is the right word.
Dais
the
is
right
based on
word?
height. So if it comes up to like at least mid chest, that'd be a dais.
Okay, then no. The word is gone, but it's essentially like it's up a little bit. Kind of, it almost looks kind of stage like in nature. It is accurate to size. On the map, it is about a little less than 10 feet by 10 feet. It's like a solid 8 by 8.
Hmm.
And it well, from this angle, it's hard to tell anything about it, but you notice that the air, Finnegan, keeping onto that 19 perception, you notice that the fog seems to be billowing out from that area, almost like not giving tornado, obviously not giving a bit of a current, like a swirl around that particular the slab, if you will. That's a good word, slab of stone. You also notice sticking out from, like, actually not in the ground, actually sticking out from the wall are 4 giant mushrooms. One that is bright green, one that is bright blue, one that is bright purple, and one that is dark blue.
As we approach the corner and Finn holds up the lantern as we approach. Okay, so we've got ourselves a little bit of a platform and some mushrooms along the walls. We have not seen. Oh no, we've seen or no. Have we seen any of these mushrooms in the maze before as we approached?
That's a great question. Roll me. Well, actually,
I
I
have
won't
a
have you
little.
roll. I won't have you roll.
Okay, fair enough.
Because even if you were to just zoom out on the map, you have not. Even the blue and purple mushroom that you saw right at the beginning of the maze, significantly different than either of these 2 mushrooms.
Fair enough. I also have keen mind, so let's
Yeah.
see here. History.
Yeah, history. If you want.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That almost pulls a 4. 15.
Yeah, just confirming again. And what's particularly interesting is that you've only seen 1 mushroom total that has retained the same size as these 4, and that was emitted the big toxic puff of spores earlier. But in this moment, again, carrying that 19, you don't notice any sporage in this room. Victor, also with your passive, you would also notice there is no sporage happening right now in this room.
hmm.
I think these mushrooms are different than the ones we saw before.
Be careful. We've seen what the others do.
Right.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I ain't too keen on touching them.
Yeah, let's avoid that for now. As Finn turns his attention to the plate on the ground. Now, what is this thing?
Well,
You're close enough.
Oh.
Whoop.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just gonna be a smartass.
You're close enough now. You can actually see onto it. The, shall we call it, lip is only about 6 inches off the ground, so it's not like super high up. And Victor and Finnegan, you 2 are the ones enough to get a good look. You look at it and you notice that this stone has carvings in it all over it.
Hmm.
Very, you can even, like, and especially you, Finnegan, guys, immediately just knowing your background and what you have done historically speaking, you would recognize these to be very deliberate. This isn't like someone sharpening their blade or doing, the hee joke, initials, heart initials kind of situation. No. These are very deliberate. Someone took time, effort, skill, and probably a significant set of tools to carve out the very elaborate pattern that you see before you.
Is the lid itself wood or stone?
There is no lid.
Oh.
Lip. Like a lip,
Oh.
the lip of a step, if you will, like the how high it is off. That's
Got it.
yeah. It's just about 6 inches off the ground, and it's smooth. But it's like definitely deeply embedded. In fact, you notice plants growing around it as if it's been sinking into the ground just a little bit, like it's been here for a long time.
Can I roll anything to identify the markings? If there are anything
Roll
specific?
me Arcana.
Aha, joke's on you. I have a +7. Hey,
Ooh,
25.
very nice.
It's interesting. Because you are roguish in nature and you are an investigator, you've seen your fair share of spells. I won't say that you've experienced exactly the spell, but here is what I will tell you. You recognize, first and foremost, that is a spell, right? Like you know that much. But what I can also grant you, because you've rolled very, very well, is the School of Magic. This, if I, and this is me praying that I understand how things work correctly. This, my good friend, is a, yeah, that's what I was double checking on the internet. Full transparency. I was double checking. Yeah, that's a conjuration. That's School of Conjuration.
Finn will gesture to the circle with his boot. Well, whatever this is, the engravings on the surface, that's some conjuration magic. If I had to guess. Question is, what's it conjuring?
You're going to see Ollie give a very unimpressed look, and then just gesture at the. I want to guess it's about like waist-high fog all around them.
I mean, it could be conjuring something else. You just can't see it.
I would like actually all of you in this moment, and with my 2 spellcast advantage, all of you check.
Arcana, you said?
What?
Yep, Arcana. And my 2 spellcasters get an advantage on.
19.
2.
9.
Pile,
Five.
how?
No, makes sense.
How?
That makes sense.
Pile,
How?
how?
How? Pyle is fucking looking at this mushroom like fucking Sokka does in fucking Avatar Last Airbender, like fucking watching you, bro.
So this does make sense.
She's not
I'm
really
shocked,
paying
but this
attention.
does make this does make sense.
She's more concerned about danger in the area and this fucking mushroom that's giving her the stink eye, apparently.
As you mention it, Ollie, you saying out like, "Hey, look at this waist-high fog." You kind of peek over Finn's shoulder, or like around Finn for a moment, and you do get a good look at the slab, and you immediately recognize, oh, wait a minute, the stone's not active. Whatever spell this thing does, it's not activated right now.
Okay, literally, like, Ollie, without any sense of, like, politeness or whatever, literally just puts a hand on Finn's shoulder and moves him slightly to look at, and then finally, after saying, just goes, well, it is magical, but it's inactive. So it could do pretty much anything from summoning some more creature to possibly taking us somewhere else.
Well, that sounds like an adventure.
Also sounds like a possible suicide.
I mean, have you looked where we're at?
I mean, it could be worse.
Now, what do these mushrooms have anything to do with it? As he looks to the purple one that's behind him.
That's a good question. See, all of these mushrooms are really brightly colored, right?
Yes.
Question: Are there fucking color? Are there matching colors on the little fucking disc?
You kind of look over it and just kind of doing a glance over it. I mean, it just looks like brownish carved stone at the moment.
Hmm.
I think I have an idea, but let me think for a minute. This is a little bit out of my typical wheelhouse. Above game, Ollie has a little bit of an idea, because as we've already shown, magic has a lot of color associated like energy signatures, which if he was like any of my other warlocks would detect magic, he would know the colors of. So Ollie is trying to think if he would know, or if maybe someone in the party would know, was the color associated with conjuration.
Can I ask for clarification? Which color?
Honestly, that's up to you, but the easiest way to figure it out is because of how things go, is just look at the spell Chromatic Prism, because that lists off basically all of the colors of magic in D&D.
Right.
And
Right.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to clarify that you were mushroom. And which one specifically. So I will say, if anyone who wants to take a guess at schools of magic can roll me an Arcana check.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I'll keep trying.
17?
Sure, I'll try again.
19.
Come on, Pile, you can do this. Oh, that's better.
Yeah, Victor just looks at the stone and thinks, like, should I leave this thing? No.
Can I bench
bench?
press this?
Same mind, Manda. Same mind.
Same brain cell. Let's go.
My first thought is, I have ungood. Do I bunga?
So,
But no, like he gets the hint that this has not moved in a long time, so it should not be related to recent like going on.
So here's a question. Something that sticks out to all three of you. You would recognize this as an issue immediately. See, the schools of magic colors are very easily distinguishable, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What's the problem? There's an issue here. There's an issue that prevents it from magic.
Oh.
It's not colored?
No, it is colored.
Hmm.
But what's the issue with the colors?
They don't match?
You can't see it, but I'm doing the wave of the encouraging wave
Okay.
of like and.
Oh, wait a second. Is this... I'm going to ask because this is Ravnica. Are most magic... is magic also associated with 2 mana colors in this setting?
That's not quite it.
Okay.
Good thought, but that's not quite it.
Alright. Then,
So let me go through this.
Mhm.
Abjuration, blue. Conjuration, yellow. Divination, gray. Enchantment, pink. Evocation, red. Illusion, purple. Necromancy, green. Transmutation, orange. What is the issue?
We don't have a color that associates with conjuration here.
Wait, did you bring up blue?
I did.
Which one is blue? Because we have 2 shades of blue.
And that's issue number 2. Abjuration is blue, but it only says it's only ever described as just blue. Number one, there's no yellow here, so conjuration, like mushroom slash mushroom equals conjuration question. It couldn't be. And then the other issue is that you have two blues here, one light and one dark. It's a good thought. But there are two just very, very specific issues here that make you think maybe it might be something else.
Can I roll anything to identify color theory on what makes yellow?
I was actually about to make a color theory joke too.
Not me sitting here thinking blue plus yellow makes green.
Oh.
So my response to that is that's an intelligence check.
Oh.
All right, easy.
While he's rolling this, my joke was going to be, Zaka, we're now 2/5 and a 3/5 call that have opinions on color theory.
You know what? Let's see. We'll see if we can get fucking Pyle's brain cell to fire up. Come on, baby.
I will laugh
Oh,
so
look
hard.
at that! Look at that! So fucking. I see Pyle's brain is powered by the color blue.
That's a 13 from Finn, but I don't think that's gonna matter.
Hey,
18 for Pyle.
hey, Pyle.
Yes, my dear.
Do you know what the primary colors are?
Off the top of my head, no.
Okay, do you know what do you like you as an artist as well, like you understand the concept of primary colors, right?
Yes.
What if I big brain told you that yellow is one of those colors?
You know what? You're right.
What if I told you that
Not me.
yellow
me.
is a primary color?
Not me looking up a fucking primary color wheel like a fucking idiot.
Yellow,
even-
cyan, and magenta.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if we're looking at actual light theory, like light theory as well.
Unca bunga, big brain theory.
You literally
Yeah.
had Jimmy Neutron brain blast.
Yeah. You have this realization of it would be impossible to create yellow because nothing other than like plain old light slash like yellow itself can make yellow.
Unfortunate.
Hmm.
I mean, if we're looking at like the colors in the light spectrum, that would be green and red. In the intersection, that's yellow.
Problem.
No,
There's
no
no
red.
red.
Not
Well-
here.
Outside, yes, but inside of each of us, or at least 3 of us.
Inside of each of us, there is a red mushroom.
Inside of each of us is a color theory brain cell.
My brain went somewhere totally different. Inside of all of us, there's a skeleton.
And it wants to get out. It will join the skeleton army soon.
Hmm.
You know what? Pyle will actually just relay that information outward. But because Manda is dopey and has one brain cell, fucking Pyle will just go on this little miniature tangent that sounds incredibly intelligent considering how two brain celly she has been for the last little bit, and then just stares at everyone like, it's the right answer, right?
Hmm.
Victor just looks with the same plain face. I guess.
She'll just kind of awkwardly and shrug.
So then here's the question. Do we poke the thing on the ground, or do we poke the mushrooms? Because
Well,
these don't have spores on them like the others.
well, do you want to be the first one to randomly step onto a possibly still inactive magical device?
I'll tell you what. Rock, paper, scissors, see who does it. He stares at Ollie like, come on, come on.
Always has this look of like, I don't have a death wish, but
Fucking while they're doing fuck it. You know what? I'll fucking hold on. I'll work the one brain cell and Pyle will just kind of wander up here while these two boys are having a cooking conversation, and she'll just reach out with a hoof and touch it.
Do I have?
Oh,
What happened?
you good, Sarah?
It's not making noise. It's not picking it up on my mic.
I don't know.
Oh no, we're hearing the knocking thing.
Yeah. I literally picked up one of the marble coasters off of my desk and started.
Yeah,
Because you said Pyle was touching it with her hoof.
Yeah, it's true. She just fucking puts a hoof down on it.
Well, no, it's like because
I
you weren't
thought you
saying
were-
anything. We were worried that like something on Discord messed up and you couldn't hear us.
Nope. I was
thinking, like,
responding.
Yeah, what I thought is that you were looking for a word and like snapping your fingers or or something. Is like I
No.
can't find a word.
Nope. It's. I'll literally send you a picture. It's a marble coaster that I've been tapping with my knuckles to try to imitate what it would sound like.
Take care of your knuckles, though.
They're fine. There it is. Yeah, just as you tap your hoof on it.
Yeah, I guess if nothing happens, she'll just keep kind of she'll lean down and just kind of look into it.
It does not look back. But it is like this is like really tough stone now that you're looking at it. Like this is like the craftsmanship on this, especially you being, a metal worker. You're not a stonemason by any stretch of the imagination, but you do know what you work with stone in your forge, like sharpening stones and
stones and fucking metal itself is earth based.
oh yeah,
Or and whatnot.
You're looking at this thing. This is very well made, and the stone itself is not only old, like you could tell just by the way that it was sunk into the ground. But now that you're looking at it, this thing has had erosion to it, and it's been here for a very long time. But the craftsmanship is so impeccable. If you were only looking at the way that the stone was carved and the patterns around it, you would have never been able to guess. And this like I said, you're putting your whole hoof on it, and you actually put your front, like put your weight on it, and you realize it's not gonna falter under the weight of you, the horse.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does it the gold markings on it, is that like gold inlay at all? Or is that just part of the image?
Roll me with advantage a investigation or nature check.
They're both the same.
I'm sorry.
That's
But
okay.
you do get advantage.
Yeah, here's open. I'll fucking investigate. Why not? 8.
So here's what I will tell you. It's not exactly gold inlay. It is metal.
Okay.
But it's not. But it does, like, you can't really identify like what kind. You do know one thing. You do know one thing. Gold is soft. It's not gold.
Okay. Because the reason why I was going to ask if it was metal or not was going to lead me into a more specific question of, because Pyle works with the Boros and she makes their weapons, and assumedly she has dealt with magical weapons from time to time. Do any of these markings look similar to what you would expect like a magical rune on like any of the weapons to be? Like,
Roll me
do any of them look familiar as to their purpose?
Roll me Arcana, but I want to go ahead and ask you to add your efficiency modifier to it because of your background.
Arcana, that would be
Honestly, man, if you just go to where you would click for that, just give yourself proficiency and then just take it off after the roll.
No, give proficiency. Gib.
No, that's what I'm
there.
saying. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but then take it off.
There
if
it
you don't
is.
have it.
Oh, wonderful. There we go. Oh, it's 3. Me looking on my fucking spell page like a pleb. 15?
Yeah. Plus your proficiency modifier.
15, 16, 17, 18.
18. It is not that you recognize the specific carvings. But what it is that you, upon really looking at this particular metal, you do recognize as being one of the metals that you and your colleagues often use to, for example, if you wanted to make like a hilt or a golden ring or something like that, this is one of the kinds of metals that you would use. It's again not gold. It looks gold, but it's not gold because gold is very soft.
Okay,
This
so,
is very sturdy, and this definitely is inclined to, shall we say, facilitate and maintain magic.
so it would be closer to something like brass then. It looks
Yes.
gold, but it's stronger.
Yes.
Okay, so Pyle will reach down with her actual hand and like run her fingers along it, and she'll say, "Well, this ain't gold." She'll say, kind of scratching very gently scratching her thumbnail on it. This is the same kind of metal that you would use if you wanted to make, say, she'll straighten back up a little bit and wave and kind of circle her hands around each other. If you would want to make like a magic ring or the hilt of a blade, something that's meant to like hold magic. So it's also real sturdy. If she says she'll just stand on top of it as nothing really happens. It's sturdy. She says, looking from left to right, and then back at the boys as they're probably like fucking rock, paper, scissors.
Well, no, I will imagine that once we heard you put your tippy taps on there, we all just turned and watched Pyle actually start concentrating on something. We're just like, let him cook.
No, let her cook. Let her forge.
Which I will. Sorry.
I was just gonna since while we're looking at Pyle as she's doing this, Finn will just shoot a quick grin over to Ollie. Damn, escaped again. As he puts away the rock for the rock paper scissors.
I did
Go ahead.
want to just point out one thing. I'm so sorry for interrupting. As the three of you watch Pyle physically get onto the slab, nothing changes about the slab.
There we go. Boop.
The mushrooms don't react either, right?
Nothing seems to change about your surroundings.
Victor was still processing the whole color stuff. Like he just stretches up a bit. Be right back. He goes to the mushroom area and grabs the axe. Taking that shit with me.
Victor, red and green make yellow. Red.
He raises because he knows these ones are awake.
I brought you red.
Yeah. He wants to use the axe and take this one off the ground.
Here you both are, putting holes in my maps, cutting off my mushrooms. All right, roll me an attack roll.
He's using it about two-handed. That's a 23.
You just clean lop it off. And it does release that ring of brown spores, as I previously mentioned. And I know you're expecting me to say con save, but it smells like cinnamon.
Huh.
I'm going to shoot you a message really quickly.
Oh no.
I'm just waiting for Victor to come back. Pyle, I brought you red.
Waiting for the message.
Sorry, I'm
Well,
tapping.
That's fine. While
No, it's
you
fine.
type,
It's just
I actually need to step away for one quick second. So this is good for me.
Sure.
yeah, no, and just realizing that so chat knows why we are not talking. And to that note, hi chat.
There it is.
Ooh, alrighty.
Yeah. So, you have
Victor
it.
will grab the we'll grab the mushroom. It's like, huh. We'll come back. You guys will see him come back with the mushroom bag. Like, please, like, do not breathe in. And he will walk here, look at the mushrooms, and place it here.
So you place
See-
it there. I can't physically move it, but we'll say for the purpose of things, I'll go ahead and I'll draw you a little. Give me colors. Give me colors. I'll draw you a little circle. You have placed your mushroom.
And I assume nothing changes.
No. Not at the moment. It's is it upright or is it laying on the ground? I have to ask.
Upright.
Okay, yeah, no. Currently, it's not releasing any spores at this moment. It's just there.
Good
After-
thinking, though.
After a few
you-
moments pass,
Hmm?
the vines from on the wall begin to wrap around the base stalk.
It belongs to the wall now.
Seeing the vines move, Pyle will fucking panic and go, eh, and move off of the.
West.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Sorry. Question.
Mhm.
The other shrooms, do they seem to be grabbed the same way, or is this a new?
This looks like the wall is holding it, versus the others seem to be growing.
Hmm.
Victor looks at the group, seeing that change. Do I bring the other one?
Well, there's two other ones actually. We actually haven't even checked the path down where the purple one was.
We already have a purple one, as he points to the one that's right behind him.
Listen, this is like an is it brain puzzle. I am not built for this.
Well, there is one way to find out. As Finn visibly takes out his hand with a pointer finger and gets closer to touching the purple one, just to see how everyone's going to gauge what he's implying he's trying to do.
Do 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 do. I almost want to say Ollie's doing the chopper pose around the corner.
Yeah. Victor stays by your side. And lets Pyle space to move.
Yeah, Pyle. No, I don't want to roll any d20s. Thank you. Pyle will move like right about here.
Finn's just going to poke the purple one.
Poke the purple one.
Oh, no.
A bunch of purple glittery spores release. You watch as these engravings in the slab begin to twinkle. And from the metal inlay shoots up a vibrant green, or sorry, not green, sorry, purple, right? Proper color. Purple glow.
Oh.
Woo!
Ollie's just gonna smack himself in the head.
Oh no! Are you all right?
No, I'm fine. Well, actually, no. I know how Pyle would react, so I'm not even going to explain. He's just going to like do the face pull down, and just be like, "It needed directions."
Oh.
I like to imagine that Ollie's now doing the Squidward stomp walk.
I mean, kinda. He's very much at that point where where he's old enough to know he can't throw temper tantrums, but he really would like to.
Okay, so we just gotta make this thing yellow.
No, I
But-
think I think it can be used for multiple places.
And as you begin to discuss this, as the spores dissipate, the light begins to flicker, or it eventually is.
Hmm.
Oh, different places. So they're like the guild colors. She kind of just blurts out. Or they could be, she says, looking at the two separate blues.
Okay, Amanda, I want you to take this as nicely as possible.
I know. Go ahead.
No. Ollie just looks over. He is in the infamous clone high hands pose, but he stops. Just like it's like in his head, he's just like, pick your battles, pick your battles. What I mean is, there's probably 4 or more of these. These had a stroke there. Points at the stand that are associated to different colors. These are buttons for it.
Victor
See-
actually.
See, this is why you do the necrofancy.
He will look at the group and get his hand close to the red one, the one he put in there. Just
Sure, why not?
yeah, he touches it. I love that. What?
It releases a ring of brownish spores like it did before. It
No
smells
reaction.
of cinnamon. And you already got this buff, but being in range, Finn, Pyle,
Heh.
for the next 10 minutes, you have advantage on wisdom saving.
Oh, cool.
But with regards to the stone slab, nothing.
Fair enough.
I got an idea. Pyle? Would you be so kind as push the blue one at the same time I push this purple one?
Sure. And
Alright.
she'll put her hand just above the blue one that she's next to.
And go! As Finn pushes the purple one.
And Pyle will push it and we'll boop it in time.
All right,
But she'll
Citric
Yeah.
no.
or Vaughn, one of the two of you roll me a D100.
Oh no.
Do you want to do it, Citric, or should I?
By all means, go ahead.
Cool, Zacho. We just wiped the entire party. High five.
86.
you 86 does.
Oh shit.
So, it turns purple, just like it did before. To note, for descriptive purposes, the light blue. I hate to describe it this way, but this is the only thing that comes to mind. Do you know the like light blue sparkles from like the Cinderella transformation sequence?
Yeah.
That is what the light blue like.
Classic Disney animation. Okay.
Kind of, yeah. It also kind of has that effect as it swirls into the fog. I will note, while you do notice this time around that as the glow emanates from the slab, you notice that fog begins to billow out even more than it did before, adding to the area that you are in. And then once the light fades out, the fog doesn't cease, but it lessens to the steady pace that it was before.
I have a question for like Ollie looking at all these experiments. Was Victor considered on the plinth?
On the sorry?
It's another word that I'm just throwing in here because we have no good descriptor for this.
Mm-hmm.
He never got on top of it. No.
Okay. I Because I always think this is basically a magical elevator, so he is just making sure that if Victor was on it, if he was taken anywhere.
No.
Okay.
Currently, no. Because so for narrative's sake, I know he's on it on the map, but Sid did not say physically getting on it, so I'm going to assume that you didn't physically get on it.
Yeah, I was just checking because, again, like, we can
Totally.
only do so much with map paper.
No, I totally appreciate you. And I will just clarify, unless you explicitly say that you are getting up on it, I'm going to assume that you are not on it.
Okay.
Just because there's only so much you can map.
Yeah.
And how about this? Checking the time and with a lot of thoughts that y'all have in your head, I'm gonna say let's take a break so that we can freshen up and have a moment to think about what you all want to do above board. How's
Sure.
that sound?
Valid.
Totally fine. Though I did warn you,
Alrighty.
I am bad at puzzles. Was that on our consent form?
I'm going to the bathroom.
Go right
It's
ahead.
okay, Vaughn. I'm not very good at puzzles either. Anyway,
I
I'm gonna
will
go
also
grab
BRB.
All
Same.
good.
I gotta go grab a
I
snacker.
will entertain chat. So, chat, I'm glad you're all having a good time. Yeah, we have entered the Unga Bunga phase of this game. The worst part is, tomorrow I'm playing a character who literally loves puzzles, loves academic challenges, is much smarter than I am by a wide margin, but I can't roleplay that, so I can only roleplay the idea of smartness.
I don't know. Normally, I would be trying more stuff on the game, but yeah, I'm playing Victor, and Victor is a one-track mind guy. Like, okay.
That's literally me for all of like last night's session for Union, because Union, like, in the last 2 times we have met a final boss, everyone weighs in with something that like they think is important. Union's just standing there. Are we going to hit this thing?
I mean, you were the one to defeat the puzzle.
I mean, true. Oh, you're right. Honestly, though, that should have been like the first red flag, because Saris was there last night.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Oh, welcome back.
All right, so my next plan is either we push 3 at a time, and then we push all of them at a time.
Hmm.
Either we push 3 at a time.
Oh, someone's got
and
an
we push
echo.
all of them at a time.
Yeah,
I couldn't see who it was.
3 at a time.
Oh, someone's
and
got an
we push
echo.
all of
it's
them at a
Ceres.
time. Yeah.
Okay, so we just gotta wait for a little bit, or at least stay normal volume. Yeah, there we go.
Also, I'll be right back now.
Go right ahead. I'll take mine last.
I return.
Cool.
Welcome back.
Also, we're glad because for some reason, like, I think it's just your headphone mic or something. Like, we started getting an echo.
It was my phone. It was
Ah.
dead ass my phone.
Uh,
I walked so I evidently I clearly forgot to my microphone. My microphone is so good at picking up everything that is not immediately in front of it. Because I walked back in because I wanted to eavesdrop, and evidently it from the other side of the room picked up my phone audio. I'm sorry, folks.
You are totally fine. Though, I'm not sure if you heard it, but, we were saying, yeah, we basically gave you a warning of our puzzle-solving skills last night on Pack Tactics.
Well, if I may,
Uh-huh.
and not necessarily like a 100%, you did like figure out what the puzzle does. I will at least above game confirm that much. Anything beyond that, though, of the question of like how many do you have to push or whatever, you will have to just try it out and see what happens. But in terms of like, oh, the mushrooms activate stone slab. Congratulations, you solved one half of the puzzle.
Yeah, I'm so bad with puzzles that whenever I DM, I literally just look up puzzles online, and I'm like, okay, yep. And then I'm just like, oh, go ahead.
We had talked about like way prior to session 2 that like I would that y'all were like, we're okay with them Just understand that we aren't the best at them. And so I was like, I will give you one that is not hard.
Fair enough.
I will give you one that is immersive, that is not difficult to solve, that hopefully is enjoyable.
Oh, I am loving the session. This has been so much fun. We've only done like 2 things. But I'm also just being like, I had something I was going to say and I totally just lost it. Thank you, brain.
It's okay.
Oh yeah, no, but this has been great. This is definitely a night I think we all needed.
My favorite part about all of this is that there's still parts of this maze that you have not uncovered.
Yeah, like I said. So, Saris, I think we're ready to spend 2 more weeks in this maze.
Hello, friends. I've returned.
I mean, that is entirely up to how you. I not to sound ominous. That entirely depends on how you handle this.
True. Now, I will take my quick second to use the restroom
Yeah.
and everything, and I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Valid.
How you doing, Amanda?
I'm all right. While in the kitchen grabbing snackaroonies, I was kind of thinking on why Pyle is rolling so low when it comes to magic, and I think I have a good explanation for it. The way she sees magic and the way that Ollie knows magic, I think would be probably different. For her, it's more magic comes from nature. Nature is magic. It's just something that kind of happens, and you just kind of learn to deal with it over time. Whereas for Ollie, it's probably more, all right, this correlates to this correlates to this. Book learning, intelligent, highly educated.
I think that's also representative of your class, if I'm being transparent, because you're a cleric. Divine magic is just given. You just kind of have it, right? Like, it's a part of nature. The divine is part of nature. And then you have Ollie, who is a warlock, where, you know, in that case, magic is earned, so to speak, or magic is taught, so to speak. So I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So for her, it's just like, oh yeah, this is magical. No explanation further.
Yeah, Ollie only learns about magic in relation to his job and family. I kind of came out of the tail end of that.
No, you're fine. I was just explaining that my basic theory and or headcanon as to why Ollie is rolling much better on like magic arcana checks and such is because for him, he's educated in magic. Like, he knows what magic correlates to this, what color correlates to that, what this does, what that does. Whereas for Pyle, she's from the wilds, so for her, magic is just magic. It's there. It's something that you're either born with or you don't.
Or you're a druid.
Yeah, or you're a druid. It's just it's all magic to her is just nature. It's connected to spirituality. It doesn't have she doesn't understand it as having like specific labels like most people would.
Yeah, I'm also playing myself at a personal I gave myself a handicap in that Ollie is the closest you can get in 5th edition, thanks to my Pact of the Spirit, to having a completely necromancy caster.
Ooh. Necrocancer.
I only have 3 spells that are not necromancy, and one is because I took the feat because I was like, okay, we should probably have at least one other person who could possibly heal.
Ooh, deathromancy.
But so I've got Cure Wounds, I've got Protection from Good and Evil, which is Abjuration, and one other one that I'm going to keep hidden because when I want to actually show that one off when he can do it.
Ooh.
But yeah, everything else is Necromancy, so that means he knows one school of magic inside and out. Because that's what the Orzhov does. Everything else is mostly just did he hear it on the street or like learning as he goes.
Fair enough.
We're talking
Yes.
We're talking
And
necromancy,
honestly,
and I had
I love that song. Sorry, I was just gonna say I'm glad that Ollie has more offensive spells because Pyle has mostly buffs, heals, and like utility spells. Like she has a few like high-powered combat spells, but alas, everything else is just for like, hey, we need to identify something. We need to look out for something. Hey, are you telling me the truth or not?
Well, also remember, you are a prep caster, so you can change those every time we long rest, but it hasn't come up because it has been like 4 hours in game.
Probably, yeah.
About.
Yeah. Like I say every session, Ollie is having a day.
That's okay. Well, we'll find a nice spot for a long rest eventually.
Yeah, my big thing is that Ollie, like, unfortunately, I was just doing stuff in character every session, and even if it screws me later on, but I am now down to having nearly most of my resources outside of my spell slots being used. Because unfortunately, I didn't read enough text and see, oh yeah, that would be definitely a long rest thing. I'll have a bunch of utility just every time he gets a proper nappy.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm like, man, we're getting a little bare bones here. I'm just gonna have to start doing physical things if we keep fighting.
Yeah, but do we have everybody back?
I think so.
I am present.
Hey.
I know Citric is because he's posting music, so. Alright, let me just...
I mean, I could not be. Could be from the bathroom. You never know.
Well, since you're being cheeky,
Listen.
I'm going to go over to the game screen.
Listen, Necromancer Dancing is a good fucking song.
Bear Ghost in general. Like,
True.
I generally like to have, like, I associate songs with characters, and I have one of the ideas I have in the back burner in case I use them is with the song Sirens from them. Like, it's a really good song.
Yeah, I also have character playlists. I think I have 2 characters who don't have their own dedicated playlist, and that's Pyle and my fucking Saturday Kenku.
Alrighty.
Well, actually, my Kenku shares a playlist with Warfist, so that's fine.
Sorry, that was my way of saying ahem.
No, you're fine. All of you, shut up.
Just not even just shut up. It's just like, let's bring it back in.
No, you're fine.
We all got 80,
So-
we know. Alright, well.
So. And this is me openly apologizing if on accident my microphone picks up on the fact that my cat currently has... So, quick apologies if my mic does actually pick up a meow or a stumble.
It is totally fine.
But, yeah, we're here.
With the double mushroom experiment failing, Finn will look to Ollie and will Finn will put his own hand close to the purple one again and just be like, "Come on,
Okay.
let's get crazy. Let's experiment here."
Okay. Ollie's just going to pinch the bridge of his nose. First of all, if we're going to experiment, let's use actual, like, experimentation method. And he'll just, like, look over to Victor. Victor, could you just step away from that? We're trying things out and we don't want anything to accidentally happen.
Can we do that?
Whoop.
Alright. Now before...
Victor Zoomies.
Now before we just start randomly trying to mix these up, let's first just try pressing them each once. And Ollie will literally pull up his cane and press the blue one next to him.
You watch as almost like twilight stars shimmer,
Ooh.
released from the cap of the mushroom. As you watch the stone slab light up with this deep, like ocean deep blue, sparkling into the air around it, with fog billowing out.
Okay. So we know that one also works. Miss Pyle, could you press yours?
Yeah. Pyle will reach down and she'll give it a gentle boop.
And once again, the fairy tale sparkles begin to swirl, and in a flash, almost burst of light, the dark sea-like blue becomes a very, very bright sky blue.
Ooh. Reminds me of summer. She says, kind of smiling at it.
And if you would be so kind, Mr. Victor.
Victor will poke it with one finger. Like, jump.
The green spores puff out. It looks just about as bright green as that iridescent slime that y'all encountered. As the stone itself also, the light bursts, and in a very similar way, although not nearly as blinding, the stone emits a really bright, like laser green light.
Ollie's going to point there. That's the one we want. Press it again. Well, now here's the question. Who wants to stand on the thing when we press it?
Then, without hesitation, I click the stream screen as he moves over and steps onto it. I'll take a go.
Also, Amanda, if you got a fan on, it's picking up on your mic.
Do I? I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. All right.
Is it still going
Victor
through?
looks at the
Not now.
Okay.
Victor looks at the group, looks at Finn. Finger.
We could always try putting something on it first, just to make sure it doesn't explode.
You said that as I said finger.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
We did in case it explode. Oh no.
Yeah, it was when Pyle was looking away and she started talking while Victor was like, finger.
Oh no, the rogue.
So I guess the question is, what happens?
So, do you step on it as it's still emanating light?
I was waiting for the. Okay, so it was still emanating light after Victor pushed
Yeah,
it.
it hadn't. So it has. You've noticed about give or take a 20-second delay. And before you ask, yes, I have been timing it.
Fair enough.
There is a delay, and it hasn't been since you stepped on it. I'm assuming it hadn't been 20 seconds. I'm assuming you're stepping into it while it's still green.
Yeah, sure.
Okie dokie. As you step on, there is it almost encompasses you. The way that it just engulfs you, this shining light, as you step into the center. And after the 20 seconds pass, Finnegan is gone.
Okay. Now let's give it a few seconds for if they find a similar puzzle on the other side.
I'm gonna ask this above board.
Okay.
Do y'all want me to describe what happens Finnegan, or do you...
Sure.
Wait.
If you can, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Finnegan. It's
Yeah.
it's vibrant. It's real bright at first. The green, it's just, I mean, it's kind of like getting a laser put in your eyes for like a minute, till eventually you find yourself standing on another stone slab in an alleyway.
Ooh.
You watch as around you, and it is getting way later in the day. The streets are decently busy, but what you immediately notice is the wild plant life, the glow of nature and magic intertwined into architecture Unlike other parts of the city, there is no smog. Unlike other parts of the city, there is clean, pure air. Sure, there is a mist about, there is a fog about the, but in comparison to what you were seeing earlier, you simply see what you quickly recognize as you've been here before. The 10th district of the city of Ravnica. And if I remember correctly, the 5th precinct. Welcome to the Simic Combine.
Woo!
Now, I'm going to do a brief intro, as I did kind of like episode 1, just explaining for some of our viewers a little bit about the Simic. The Simic is known for its biochemistry. It's known for its, shall we say, tomfoolery and experimentation with science and magic and nature. As we saw with the mermaids, the Simic have a history of taking different types of life forms and mashing them together, as we saw with Victor. They are also known, though, to be predominantly the doctors and the healers, beyond clerics, of course. Those who practice medicine and learning about different bodily functions for better affairs. And that, in the heart of the upper city, no longer in the lower city, we find Finnegan.
As Finnegan pops up on the other end and realizing where he's at, he's going to immediately look and see if there's any similar looking mushrooms to the ones that we were just using around this step.
It's interesting. Because they're hidden really well because there's a lot of light here and mushrooms prefer dark, damp places. You notice that there's a ring, actually, almost like a fairy circle, a ring of green mushrooms around the wooden or around the stone slab in this little alleyway, and you notice hidden behind what I can only describe as like the shall we call it the magical equivalent of a trash can, is a slightly larger. It's not nearly as big as the ones that you saw in the maze because clearly it's not in the same kind of moisture and it's not getting the same kind of darkness that it would underground. You do see a green mushroom hanging out.
So, as we're here, I'm going to take a long shot guess here. Finn's going to take a going by the what was the last mushroom pushed? It was the light blue one, right?
It was the green.
Oh,
Victor pushed
I mean the one
green.
before the green one.
Oh yes, light blue. Yes.
Does the I guess I'm trying to say it is that like, is there anything similar vibe, I guess, that was between the light blue one that Pile pushed and the area that I'm in?
Kind of. They're similar in nature, but it's I mean, it's really hard to say. A lot of the vegetation around you just immediately based, passive perception 21, is not really mushroomy. It's very wild, that's for sure. It kind of reminds you a little bit of the maze in the way that the plant life is kind of growing with the architecture and is naturally just allowed to do what it wants. But aside from the green mushroom around you, you don't really notice any similarity to anything that you really saw down below in the Undercity.
Darn. In that case, Finn will just push the one of the green mushrooms and see if that, while he's still standing on the thing, if it's within reach, and then try to see what happens.
I will say, for sake of ease, you're able to poke the big one, and sure enough, it releases a puff of spores, and the stone slab lights up once again. And after, I would only assume like a couple minutes, second. Give us a
There we go.
gotta bring you back. Back. Join your friends. Which, by the way, before I bring Finnegan back, what has been happening? Are you all just...
I figure, like, Ollie's just like, okay, we just have to give it a little bit of time. If he's not back in 5 minutes, that's probably when we have to worry that we might have killed him.
Victor looks at his hand on the mushroom, like, oh. And puts the finger away.
Pile is kind of just anxiously kind of just patting in place.
Yep. And sure enough, after I'd say give or take like a minute, there's a different burst of green light. No spores on your end, but there's a burst of green light. And as the green dissipates, you see Finnegan.
Oh, he's alive!
Oh,
Good job! You didn't kill him!
Victor
So-
would know of that.
allow me to tell you the tales of where I wound up. I somehow popped up in the Simic district.
Oh. Well. Pile says she says raising her brow and lowering her chin a little bit.
There weren't any other types of mushrooms except for the green one right there next to Victor.
So,
But I have a theory.
Hmm?
Mr. Ollie, would you mind pushing the purple one first?
All right. Poke with cane.
You're still standing on the slab?
Yes.
Awesome.
Finn's not scared.
Mm-hmm.
So do we get the purple dust showing up now?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then he'll point to Victor. And now, Mr. Victor, if you would be so kind as to push the green one again.
He does that.
It switches from purple to green.
But I haven't transported yet?
Are you still on the stone?
Yes.
He was on when we
Oh,
pressed
then
on
you
the
would've-
purple.
Then you would have okay, so when the purple dissipates, Finn is gone again.
Aha.
I would say just leave his token on this map, and you can just take us wherever he goes.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Give me just a second.
You fine.
We are
Wrong mushroom crunk.
Pile starts to vibrate as she's like, yes, I was right.
I was gonna wait for like us to end up somewhere in the Rakdos district, at which point Ollie would come back. Why do we even have that mushroom?
Not quite. Sorry, it's taking me a second to get things properly adjusted.
You're fine.
Remember how I said that there were like a bunch of different ways that this could go?
These are the ways.
Yeah, congratulations. So
Zacho over here like, I'm gonna make you go through all of them.
yeah, he sure is. I'm not complaining though. So as we come to Finnegan, the first thing that hits you isn't a sight. It isn't a sound, it's a smell. It's the smell of sulfur and ash.
Oh boy.
You hear the sound of clanking metal. And you look around you and you see red. You see so much red and so much gray and so much cloud. as you find yourself literally in between buildings. You have heard Pyle speak of these forges, but never once in your life have you seen them up close. And in this moment, 2 and 2 are put together. Welcome to the Boris Legion.
Oh, gods. And as Finnegan arrives once again, mushrooms nearby.
Absolutely. Purple this time, with a little spattering of red.
Is the red natural or
It is.
Okay.
It's like little red like baby shrooms, I guess is the best way to put it. Like you get the impression that they start out as red and then they grow into something.
So, as Finn is here, before he departs this time, he's going to take a moment just to do a quick once-over of the area to see if there's any traces of recent foot traffic, as it were. See if anybody else might have been using these beforehand.
Go ahead and roll me a survival check. Or an
Okay.
investigation check. Your choice.
I mean, you know which one I'm going to do.
Yeah. Still.
Oh, no. It bit me. 10.
You do know that I was gonna say, and you
cut off right there.
I was just saying you're gonna get different information depending on if it's survival or investigation. With an investigation check, it's interesting because you almost miss it. You almost miss it. They're so faint. But you do see evidence of what is probably footprints. Multiple footprints. Headed toward, not away from, toward this lab.
Okay. With this in mind, Finn's going to push a purple mushroom and stand on the platform.
Okay. I said stop. And after a few moments, once again,
As Finn reappears, he will point to Ollie's mushroom. That one took me to the Boros Legion.
Home sweet home.
Weird. Not the color I was expecting, but we're learning all sorts of things today. So when I came on the other side of this one, I did see that there were footprints coming towards the platform, not away. And they were recent, too.
So I think we've established this is how they got out of here. But sounds like they entered through the Boros.
Potentially. I mean, as he points to the other two mushrooms, we've got 2 other areas to explore. Look at every possibility.
This very small but noticeable smug smile appears on Pyle's face. Is very internally. That's right.
Miss Pyle, would you mind hitting the light blue one?
Sure. Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Boop. It should just give it a quick bap.
And Finn still stays standing on the platform.
you sure do.
Good luck!
Can I just say, I want to imagine Finn shows up at any one of these locations as the John Travolta from Pulp Fiction meme.
Oh my god. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta turn the music off. There it is. Because otherwise, I learned the hard way that if you play 2 different audios on Roll20, it doesn't shut one of them off. They will overlap over each other.
Oh, but you don't want to subject us to tonal dissonance?
No.
More like sensory overload.
No, I'm afraid. I'm afraid not.
Don't
But-
joke. We actually play with some people who have sensory issues.
But pretty sure this is what I was looking for.
Oh, but I found the perfect representation for Ollie.
Oh, let me switch back to my tablet. I'll see.
Is this it? Nope, it's not. That's fine. Sorry, I got my sounds up.
You're good.
Ooh.
As whoosh, you find yourself whisked away to
Ooh.
a city lined with every imaginable type of technology, with what I can only describe as railway systems. You see electricity bursting in the sky, magic in every feasible capacity. I don't need to tell you where you are. I
Yep.
think you already know where you are.
Oh yeah. As Finn pops up on the other side, he'll remember that Izzet was one of the groups that we were suspecting here.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, he's going to immediately investigate the area to see if there's any traces of recent foot traffic.
Again, survival or investigation.
Come on, that was supposed to be a 13. 18.
I will give you this. Not only do you see foot traffic coming to the stone, but away from the stone.
Aha.
And they appear, you can't really quite tell, because again, this isn't survival, what it's from. But you can see one thing. Same size. And the set leaving is fresher.
Hmm.
Anything else beyond that would require a survival check.
You know what? Let's give her a go if I can do both.
Okay?
Yeah. 7 again. Man, I should go get a lottery ticket.
I mean, one thing that is to your benefit is that it's not dusty ground. So there are decent footprints here. You aren't entirely able to determine what kind of feet, but sure enough, they're consistent they're consistent at the very least. And you get the distinctive feeling that if you were to do a rubbing, like a graphite rubbing or like something of the equivalent, you'd actually be able to get one, and maybe that would help.
I don't believe I have anything of that nature.
Well,
Let me take a look. Water scan, tinderbox, string. Pitons, oils. I still have the mysterious vial. I can hit it with a hammer.
you sure can.
Unfortunately, I do not.
You don't happen to have a scholar's pack, right?
What?
A scholar's pack?
Not scholar. I took what did I take?
I can actually look it up and see what you would have, because this is stuff that people always forget to add. What background did you have?
I believe I took. Sorry, I was looking at my I'm looking at my inventory and I don't see anything like graphite, but let me take a look.
Yeah, I know scholars get ink.
Oh no, I don't have the scholar background.
Oh yeah, I don't mean for the background. Just in case you took scholar's backpack, I don't know, because of your class or anything else.
I did not take that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you might have.
I just don't. I don't have the graphite stuff.
Okay.
With that note, Finn will push one of the. I'm assuming light blue mushrooms instead,
Correct.
and step onto the platform.
You know exactly what happens.
Swoop. As Finn emerges on the other side, points to pile.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh.
And
Well, she'll
There's
swipe
foot-
up. Oh, sorry.
there's foot traffic there, to and from. Way fresher.
Oh. 2 of the 3 coins.
And now, Mr. Ollie, if you could please push the deep blue one.
Before you even finish the sentence, he's already pressed it.
Ah!
It's interesting. See, this time, you don't find yourself in a place that is familiar. Instead, you find yourself in a place shrouded of mystery. Unlike before, where it is full of light, it is very dark. You still have your hooded lantern, right?
Finn would have left it so that everybody could have some light, but I do have. Hang on. Ball bearings, bell. I do have a candle
A candle. Still.
and a tinderbox.
And a tinderbox.
And a perpetually lit cigar.
And a perpetually lit.
Oh,
Yes.
here. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. Finn will get his tinderbox and a cigar and light that.
Sure.
Bit more in
Absolutely.
character.
Here's before I finish describing this, because this will help me know what to tell you. I need you to roll me a history check with advantage. And if you don't have proficiency, also add your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so did you say advantage or disadvantage?
Advantage.
Oh, okay. My proficiency is, I believe, yeah, +3. I'm not proficient, so this will be +3.
And like I said, add your proficiency bonus as well.
23.
Yeah. It takes a second. Your eyes falling over all of the different layers of architectural ruin. Your eyes falling across, well, quite frankly, things that you never imagined that you would see. Architecture from, you know this to be Orzhov, but no longer do you find those presences there. As you recognize this to be the ruins of the cathedral, the place in which Demir, often higher ups of the Demir, meet to share information. This is still Golgari territory, but it has often been said that these ruins are, shall we say, lost to time and mystery itself, unless you know how to get there. After all, you have to take the maze to find the entrance. And you know that this isn't the quote-unquote proper entrance, but certainly it is one. And here's what you find to be most interesting. Every other portal has had a proper circular stone slab with circle and the pattern carved into. You are standing on the foundation of a building of which that same circular pattern has been carved into the stone foundation that is there. And
Oh.
there is only one tiny little dark blue mushroom that pokes out from a crack in that foundation.
I would like to roll my investigation and survival to see if there's any been recent foot traffic.
Do me one other one.
Okay.
You're going to do 3 rolls. Your last one will be a perception check.
Oh boy. Investigation, 11. Survival, 7. Oh boy, this doesn't bode well. Perception, 18.
This somehow feels appropriate. With as dark as it is and you only having a candle, although there are bits of light that you do notice farther away with your perception. It's interesting. Why were there... You don't really notice any footprints other than, well, I suppose your own, although you don't really. And then it dawns on you that this would make sense. You are standing on foundation building. And typically with the way that building foundations are designed, you're not really going to see footprints.
Mm-hmm.
You also, big brain moment, recognize that in their territory and Golgari territory, unless someone is really going to be, not smart about it, chances are there's not going to be any foot way.
Mm-hmm.
In this moment where you hear a twig crack in the distance, and it's in this moment you lock eyes. Something moving, and then it darts almost trying to avoid you. Darts immediately behind one of the buildings.
With that, Finn is not going to pursue since he's by himself, and considering the territory that they're at. He's going to slowly back up and push the deep blue mushroom and proceed through.
Proceed. Would you return? Finding yourself elsewhere in the Undercity.
All right. With that, as Finn emerges from the other side, just some random street corner in the Golgari district. Couldn't find any footprints. As he points back to piles. Frankly, that one's looking to be our best bet.
Well, it's one of the three that corresponds to the coins, so.
And the footprints are fresher, so we've got more traffic to chase.
Pyle will bob her head a little bit.
All right. I'll join you.
As Finn steps aside, Finn's actually going to step aside and let Ollie go by him. Actually, you know what? Nah, never mind. Yeah, Finn will go with him. Can't bully the child too much. And you said there's like a 20-second delay for how long the thing pops up, right?
Correct.
Okay, so Finn will point that out. Whoever goes last, if we can't fit all on this thing at the same time, there's a bit of a delay, so you should be able to just walk through after pushing it.
Victor nods. That would be me.
All right. Well, Miss Pyle, if you would please push the is it button.
Yeah, it's a button.
No, I'm saying, push it, please.
Sorry, I had to make that joke. I couldn't resist.
Okay, can I add one thing? If they'll only probably pop Zako and some people in chat, you're going to see Ollie literally take the defeated Naruhodo from a Great Ace Attorney, like the latest game, like his disappointed pose.
Good.
And she'll give it a swat and send them off. She'll immediately look at Victor. You want to go next, or should we just try to go together?
Victor looks at the platform and like, do we both fit in it?
Yes.
We are big.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Based on the descriptions that you both have given me and the sizes, both fit. Because it's about 8 to 10 feet by 8 to 10 feet. You both could fit on there. It's a little tight. It's a little tight, but you can do it.
Victor will nod. Before they go up, he will pick up his cape again and wrap himself.
Yeah, and Pyle will clamber onto the platform after Victor.
And as 4 of you emerge, tucked away, some little alleyway in the 10th district, in the 3rd precinct of Ravnica, that is where we will end tonight's session.
Hey.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Did not expect to be going to the Is It.
Yes, science.
Science!
Well, no, it's science, but then you add in the classic internet meme of wizards, no sense of right or wrong.
I mean, I was just thinking Breaking Bad. Science, bitch.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Also,
Yeah,
Zako,
yeah.
as someone who has actually read some of the most recent actual lore books for this, you were in danger.
Precisely.
Uh-oh.
That's why Finnegan lied.
But yeah, no, that was great. I am spoiling myself before my surgery of having so many great D&D sessions with so many great people like before then.
And now you have to wait 2 weeks to find out what happens next.
Yeah, I know. And like I said, I just realized that next week I'm probably not streaming at all. So I'm just gonna sit around on painkillers, just like, this is what free time is like. I forgot.
Just vibe and feel better.
Yeah.
That's a threat, by the way. Not a request, that's a threat.
Fair enough. But I guess we should start going around the horn. Citric, where can people find you?
People can find me pretty much anywhere at Citricking, and anywhere means Blue Sky, Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Newgrounds. Like, pick a site, I'm probably there. Other than that, you will find me here not next week, but the week after that, resuming my role as Victor for Strictly Professional. That is mainly all I got. So, throwing the... What's a toaster? Wait, is a toaster? Amanda, have the toaster.
Huh? Oh, I don't want the toaster. No, I'm just kidding. Hi, I'm Mandaloo. I played Pyle. You can again find me at the Hell site, Mandaloo Panda. You can find me here every Friday, except for next Friday because break time. You find me every Saturday on Trash King Arisen's channel for our game run by the lovely Sour Slimes. This Sunday, you'll find me over on Nero Napier's channel for his horror-themed D&D game. And every other Wednesday, again on Trash King Originals for his Bearers of the Torch My Hero Academia. Which the next game will be the 27th. Zach, I'll go.
Yes, you can find me at twitch.tv, Blue Sky, and Twitter, @ZakoDuo. We're going to try to get a stream in tomorrow before I go on my week-long vacation, where maybe it'll be Like a Dragon Ishin, maybe the Armor Core 6, or, and I believe I have it running, so we may try it, I'm going back into the Gacha Hellscape, as I will be attempting to play on stream Code Geass Lost Colors.
Oh, Pog.
Huh.
So we're going to be trying that. It's a tower defense game, so very chill. But that's not the fun of it.
Code Geass has a tower defense game?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
It's been out in Japan for a while, but it just released in America this past Wednesday.
That's kind of rad. Well, now I have something I need to fucking tell Kyle.
Code Geass, I haven't heard that name in 80 years.
Essentially.
I've been hearing it every goddamn day because I'm waiting on them to make that alleged third series.
Oh no, they're making another one?
They've been trying to, but then COVID happened and it's been in production hell.
Oh god, no! I mean, I loved Code Geass, but no!
I actually never saw the show. I just hear people saying that, like, bringing it back fucks with the ending.
The movie did, but it really depends. I could go on a huge rant on it, but unfortunately, I can't hold the toaster for long. Sarah, yeah.
You can find me over on Twitter, Tumblr, Blue Sky at TXDXL, shit, or Instagram at TixDixel. Again, dropping opening commissions starting tomorrow. I will be doing it through Ko-fi and making announcements in all of the places of which I post artwork. And in 2 weeks, you will find me back here again, sending this group of folks into Is It territory with the next episode of Districtly Professional. And Toaster goes to Vaughn.
Again, I look at this toaster. I don't even like toast. Drops it. Hi! You've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Blue Sky at Burnout Vaughn, where, yeah, as we've mentioned multiple times, tomorrow's the last stream until, like, 2 weeks from now. So, if you want to keep up the D&D train on this channel going, we have our bi-weekly Strixhaven game tomorrow. So, why don't you stop in, because it's going to be a lot of roleplay heavy party drama and just seeing what happens. So it's going to be a good time. None of us have any idea what's going to go on, and it's going to get tense. And I am so looking forward to that as one of the people who is going to force it to get tense. But with that out of the way, it's time for us to send some love to one of the players from that game, when Mr. Shadow Dancer Bab.
Robert.
Yes, he's currently doing Shark Squad with Arkolf, Caitlin Elizabeth, and Lanny Patur. So what should our raid message be?
Throw the toaster.
Throw the toaster?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Throw the toaster. We want to thank you all for coming out, and we will look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye, friends.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Boy. Oh, damn. I know what we should have done to mess with Bob.
Yeah?
We should have made the raid message the Megalon